Hello, everyone. Welcome to LOCKBEARD Phenomena number 140. Real Life Dolores Umbridge Part 5. Um, it is Friday, Frig's Day, or Day of Frig, March 29th, 2024. Part 5, Triggered. Triggered. I mean, obviously she's triggered. Um, or she became triggered at some point, and that's why she made those live streams. We completely gone through the big long one, and then we'll go through the short one tonight, and see what's in it. See what's in it. I know some people are like, why are you harping on this? Well, it's just an example, of a hypocrite, someone that's projecting on others what is really going on with her. And she's got some good takes on a few things, but she's got some bad takes on some things. So let's see what's going on in the chat. JoJo's here. Welcomes. Where is everyone? Yes, where is everyone? There's Sleeping Beauty. Welcome to both y'all. Welcome, Grasshopper. That's where you at. Yeah. Where's the M? Do you mean meh? Meh? You're not to the point of meh yet. Yet. Yeah. It's just have to time to put kettle on. Yeah. Harvey Dance here says, you posted today. Danny's not here yet. No excuses this time. No excuses. Danny says, just because I'm not chatting it up doesn't mean I'm not here lurking. Grasshopper says, duly chastised. See the viral video about Nikki dog put up today. No, I haven't. But I will say this, aka Harvey Dent. I'm pretty sure you're Dogman UK. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure you are, in fact, yourself, Dogman UK. Here to advertise, apparently, because you want people to go see. Maybe we'll figure that out tonight. For sure. You copy it before you took it down and posted it? Or did you already have a copy on your computer because you are, in fact, Dogman UK? Always multitasking. Wonder how Brent the Dill Hole feels about dog poop UK attack on Nikki today. Yeah, why not go ask Brent? He probably hadn't seen it. I haven't seen it. I mean, who's monitoring his channel at this point? We determined he's a complete bullshit channel and just there to just be 100% troll. So why do we care what he posts? I mean, unless we're going to make fun of it a little bit, maybe we can make fun of it a little bit. I don't know, but I'm not planning on clicking on his channel tonight. Harvey Dent says, I don't mess with Brent. He blocked me because he can't handle the truth. Oh. Throwing down the gauntlet, are you? Kiz is here. Welcome. Angel is here. Welcome. Motion Pond is here. Welcome. Greetings, Danny. Raptor's here. Welcome. Deborah's here. Welcome. Apparently, I didn't piss everybody off last night. I thought maybe I might have pissed off a few. Need to shake the tree a little bit, And again, there's a lot more to that whole subject matter. It's just we don't have time to, we just don't have time. some archaeologists will recover these videos 50,000 years from now and wonder how civilization just wasn't quite ready to accept certain truths about reality, about nature. Even though a few individuals out here was trying to tell people, so look, like it or not, you have to embrace these truths, or your civilization will collapse. So, what's up? Everybody's getting their highs and hellos in. AKA Harvey Dent says that, hey, Deb, Dog Poop was talking about you today on his crap live. The Raptor says, question, I thought Dogman UK and Brent and Nikki and all of them are good for now. Well, no, Dogman UK is apparently just a big troll, trying to get a rise out of people, flip-flopping on his position on things too much, and it's just yeah. He at some point, he rocked the Bigfoot community and the Dogman and all that stuff on YouTube for about 5 seconds. He didn't even get 15 seconds, about 5 seconds before he got boring. Before everyone could see right through him, and he got boring. And it should be that way. I should be the boring one. But, yeah. Nobody's okay with Dogman UK anymore, I don't think. Everybody who cozied up to him has either figured out he's full of shit and he's nothing but trouble and a troll, or he turned on them, or both. Grass says, meh is an attitude of shrugging shoulders. Is a question mark. It's good to know the distinction. Harvey spells too good. He spells too good to be Dogman UK. Scottish numbnut. Danny says he's not Dogman UK. Dogman is on Susie B Live right now. Don't know who that Harvey goof is, but not him. Harvey could be Donald. Could be Donald. Maybe. I don't know who else it could be. Mr. Lee's not here, conveniently. Maybe it's Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, are you Harvey Dent? In UK, means pardon or what? Huh. Goof, wow, F you. Is that for thinking you might be Dogman UK? Well, I don't know. There's some of the terms you use are like use the word vile. Like that's a big time word that he uses. So you could be trying to do a Volta or a bait and switch. Volta BS says, Lockbeard, I hear Dogman going after me. I think we can confirm who Dent is now. Can we? Harvey says, I live in South Dakota. I drive a Ford, old and divorced, and fuck Scotland. Oh, come on. Don't blame. Look, Dogman UK might be a vile wrongins. But that doesn't make the whole nation of Scotland bad, does it? Deborah says, no, Lock, the video is really bad. Let's not share it. I'm going to trust the judgment of Deborah over in the UK. on that matter, probably, at least for now. I get maybe I should go take a look at some point. I don't know, but why is he still going after Nikki? Hasn't he been properly reprimanded by all of us at this point for being a douchebag, for being a hypocrite? You know, on the one hand, he's bitching at people for criticizing Judy for her actions. Not they weren't even ragging on her for her looks or anything like that. They were criticizing her actions. They were calling her out for something she did. Anyone that does something wrong, they should be called out, right? You, me, anybody. Um, but so Dogman UK was saying, oh, they're attacking a woman. Like, you know, he's using that whole, oh, he's attacking a woman thing. But then Dogman UK turns around and he does it to Nikki 10 times worse. And not even a good reason to, and attacking her appearance. All right. So that, you know. Now I realize now it may be just a little bit hypocritical of me to be looking the other way as people are making a little bit of fun of the appearance of our subject matter. But she made this 2.5 hour live stream, like just railing on people and calling them names. So if that's what she likes, I say, you know, it's okay to give it back to her a little bit. We should show a little restraint. But she did nothing but, I mean, just call a bunch of names. You can criticize someone's actions without calling them a bunch of names. But it isn't as fun. I get it. It isn't as fun. It is not as fun. Dogman finally stopped showing up. Well, yeah, he stopped showing up here because we, you know, I laid the smackdown on him. I unblocked every channel that he used since then because I don't really like blocking, and he can have a chance to come back and talk in the chat again as long as he doesn't go into full troll mode, flooding the chat with just endless crap and keeping it where people can't actually conversate in the chat. The chat's there so people can talk, and they can't talk when someone's flooding it with all kinds of bullshit. You know, and it was nothing of real substance, just attacking people and whatnot. So, Dent, you said you were in Minnesota and South Dakota. Raptor says, Mr. Lee helped Stevie B on her stuff too. Mr. Lee, you've been riding that fence, man. Yeah, he was. You notice you didn't see me there. And you probably won't ever see a lot of these people there again. You know, for some stuff they've done, stuff they've said. They learned a little bit from the dark sewage side of, you know, dark sewage is a guy, he goes by Dark Waters. I prefer to call him Dark Sewage. And a lot of these other guys that are make violent threats. Vault of Nightmares, do not confuse Vault of Nightmares with the parody account that is here called Vault of VS. He's making fun of Vault of Nightmares. You know, there's been a few people in the Bigfoot community that have made violent threats against people. And apparently a little bit of that rubbed off on Mogs and Stevie, who one night implied that they knew people, you know, people who might come take me out, or Donald or Brent or whoever the hell. I don't remember who all they were criticizing that night. I'm not worried, but it's not cool, and they don't get my views, you know, for, you know, that kind of stuff. And they really, you know, other people should hold them responsible as well. And other people have been. So Walt BS says, I think it's Pat on a whiskey binge. Well, carry on then. Oh, man. Pat. That's it. Harvey Dent says, I live in South Dakota. My daughter lives in Minnesota. I visit her sometimes. Jojo says it isn't nice at all, Lock. Which part? Walt BS says, well, other than Jeff, I can't think of anyone in South Dakota. What in the hell? Jeff's in Minnesota. Yeah, maybe it's Jeff. Raptor says, I thought Pine Island was in Minnesota. I'm not sure, though, says Raptor. Volta BS says, he's looking for receipts on me for his pedo smear campaign. Yeah. Yeah. It's really bad. This is like this is the same as the hashtag Me Too thing, right? Where they were saying, "Oh, believe all women," blah blah blah, and there were women who would make false allegations against men, to get their way to, attack a man that they did, whatever reason they had, they'd go after a man. They would lie. Well, when you tell a lie like that, you take away from the women who had something that legitimately happened to them. This is the same thing. When you accuse people of that P word right there, who have nothing to do with it, you are actually doing harm to the victims of the real crime from the real criminals. That shit shouldn't happen. You should never ever accuse someone of that. And people that do that, who accuse people of that, they should face some legal repercussions, because they're, unfortunately you can't, because people are going to say, well, to some degree they can get away with it, but free speech, blah blah blah. But I don't know exactly what kind of, you could put it under, slander or libel, because you are harming the reputation of someone who is not guilty of that crime, and that is a horrendous crime. But it's the same thing. The same thing happened with hashtag Me Too. These are horrible crimes, and in order for us to focus on the real victims, we do not need people clouding up the water, muddying up the water, just like they do with the Bigfoot subject. That's when, I don't like that shit. I do not like people creating a haze of nonsense that we have to sort through, trying to search for the truth on things, whether it be the truth of a pedo crime or a sexual assault crime on a woman or a child, any of these type of crimes, any type of crime, really, any crime, or trying to find the truth of Bigfoot or ghosts or UFOs. We don't need people out there spreading a bunch of hazy shit. And that's why people like Nona here is all pissed off, because she's been kind of guilty of that. And and people that she likes have been kind of guilty of that. And Brent has called them out, and they should be called out. They should be called out. Whether Nona Boss here, Marty, for those who don't know, her name's Marty. She goes by Nona Boss. And apparently she has a whole channel on Rumble called The Sassy Boss or something like that. That is dedicated to drama. Even though she claimed in that first 4 parts we've gone over that live stream where she was bitching about drama, but she's got a whole channel about drama. Bring the drama. The drama's fun. But a lot of people try to avoid it a lot, but really it helps us sort out some bullshit sometimes. So yeah, looking for receipts on you for a smear campaign. That's not cool. I used to. A lot of the people that hang around here used to, but there's been some bullshit go down. And a lot of these people don't go over there anymore. And I don't. Brian C says, everybody's happy. It's all unicorns and rainbows, really. Welcome to the chat, Brian C. Raptor says, Mr. Lee's been on Mogs for a long time. Yeah, he's having a hard time letting go. Trust me, he knows there's issues there. He does. He's having a hard time letting go. Kid says, dog poop is all bark and no bite. Yeah. Jojo says, and farting glitter puffs. Oh, man. Volt BS says, when someone tells me a goof goes on claiming Patty's breast are orb launchers. Yeah, orb launchers. Volt BS says, I will look at the show. Angel says, Sleeping Beauty, I stopped watching when they were encouraging people to report Brent and Locke's channels to get them taken down. Yeah. Yep, they did that. I showed that on a live stream a while back. I still got the video recordings. Actually, I think I got them. I think I uploaded them to the channel, to my channel. They're not public, but I got the links where people can see those clips if they really, really want to. But I think I uploaded them so that I could share them with others to, like Brent, to go through it and do their own videos on them and stuff like that. Call attention to that. Like, look, you don't like what I'm saying, respond. Free speech. I got free speech over here and I can say some bullshit. And you got free speech over there and you can say some bullshit too. But taking down people's channels is bullshit. That's you shouldn't do that. Unless they're guilty of a real crime, like the P crime we were mentioning a while ago. If you're guilty of that, yeah, you need to fucking go. But there's only so far you can get with showing that kind of shit on YouTube before YouTube comes after you. Oh, by the way, YouTube went after my other channel, the network channel that I've been kind of trying to work on slowly getting it geared up. I keep a copy of all my live streams going forward are all getting copied over there. One of my recent live streams, I think it was the part 3 of this series here, got hit with a warning. I'm challenging it because obviously it's got to be a fluke. Yeah, I was walking that line on a certain subject. It did not get flagged here, but it got flagged over there, and it is here too, and it's over there, and it's on Rumble YouTube. So you're pissing in the wind. These videos are not going anywhere. They're all going over to Rumble. Kiss my ass. As YouTube is reviewing my channel for potential monetization. I'm probably not going to make it. There's like 10 different areas of subject matter that I talk about on here that YouTube would probably use each one individually to tell me to go fuck myself. The capital F. So I don't know. Brian C says, oh, here a dog man growling, just gone past luck. Deborah says, Harvey, I am right in saying you're not any of the people mentioned and you have shown your face on camera several times. I'm not having a dig. I think you're a lone wolf and not a fake profile. Built the BS one was this. Or what are you asking there, Raptor? Are you talking about the orb launchers? Harvey Dent says, I got 10,000 cash for anyone who can get me dog poop's name and address. Well, that would not be cool. That would be doxing. And we do not support doxing because there are a few crazy, just dickless people out there who can't handle people having freedom of speech. and they will go and try to fuck with you at your home or wherever you're at if they know where you're at. And nobody should be going and looking for Dogman UK and trying to harass him or do anything else to him. You should stay away from him. If you somehow find out where he's at, you should stay well away from him. Doxing is against the rules and it's not cool. So let me disavow that right here. Jojo says it's in the hands of the police now, apparently. Something is? What, with Dogman UK? Volta BS says Volt and Chris Cat had Miss Wendy to the point of not wanting to be here anymore. I think Cat is the main character behind that. Yeah. Or at least not helping, you know. Someone that thrives on drama just a little bit too much. Like I said, it's part of human behavior. Drama is, I mean, what we're referring to as drama. There's probably should be a better word for it than that, but that's what people typically refer to it as. You can't. You're never going to be able to fully escape it, and you just need to manage it and deal with it well. Don't get too carried away with shit and whatnot. I don't think I'm getting too carried away with part 5 to this. I mean, I'm being pretty cool, calm, and collected about this. I'm not really going on we're just watching her video and, you know, addressing things she said. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Marty. Look, you can't tell me you don't like drama and then go create a drama channel on Rumble. You know, it's too damn hypocritical. It's too damn hypocritical. And talk shit on me and Brent and all these people who didn't deserve it. You talked shit on a few of them that did deserve it. Like Mark Zasky, he deserves a lot of shit talking. He deserves so much shit talking. I mean, I don't have the clip of the original audio because besides the original audio to this video clip I got of Mark Zasky here. Look, I don't know for sure what the deal was between him and I don't know. You know, maybe there was some, I don't know, but I know I don't trust Mark Zasky. Okay. All right. So a few people here probably aren't familiar with, okay. Bigfoot Odyssey, was run by, you know, Carrie Arnold. Carrie Arnold passed away. What was it? It's been quite a while now. But anyway, he was kind of hooked up and with this Mark Zasky fella, crypto reality, blah blah blah. All he does is put bullshit pictures up and basically and charge people to see them. And there's nothing in the damn pictures. And if you do see anything, it's probably something he faked. Like nobody trusts him that's thinking with half their brain. Well, after Carrie Arnold passed away, Mark Zasky made this video just going hardcore after Linda Arnold, Carrie's wife. You know, and it rubbed pretty much everybody the wrong way. They're like, "What the fuck are you making this public video?" Look, if you have some kind of legal situation with her, keep it off of fucking YouTube. You know, especially that close to the death of her husband. Just, you know, why are you airing it out on YouTube? Why? Anyway, so I took that video though and removed the audio and replaced it with the little kid with the Linda thing.
Listen to me. Like I do this all the time. And if I go out at the house or to the door, Matthew has his toys, and then Matthew has all his toys. Linda, listen. Linda, listen.
Okay, what?
Like everything they do.
Get the hell out of here. To everyone knows me, Deb, says Harvey Dent. I didn't finish my highs. Slim Beauty says, where do you guys watch this Nona lady? Well, we typically don't. I've dropped in on her channel a few times when I saw her on just to see, but basically it's just bullshit over there. I've never, never seen anything compelling over there, although it's hard to find anything really compelling. But when I'm saying that, I mean someone who's talking in terms to me that seem pretty grounded in reality, using logic and reason and objectivity and not, not going off on the woo train full steam, so I consider her kind of a woo channel. Raptor says, Deborah, wait a minute. I'm the lone wolf. I'm the one that calls out, where's the proof? Oh, somebody's stepping on Raptor's territory. He's going to take that slasher claw after him. Red Coast Research says, I agree, Locke, but he's trying to say everybody is smearing it about him. It came from one source, and that source I just don't know. Welcome to the chat, Red Coast Red Research. Is this Mike? Is this Mike? Danny's posting a link to Nona Boss. Now, see, look at that. Look at that. Remember what I was talking about last night about people freaking out about? Here's the link to Nona Boss, person we're poking a little fun at here in my chat, and I'm not worried about it. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Hell, her subscriber count probably went up from this. Who knows? Alpha Lone Wolf. He's the Alpha Lone Wolf. Mr. Lee, there you are. Abandoned me for Mogs last night. Oh, man. We got to send you to rehab or something. Your ears were burning, I'm sure. Come on, Harvey Dent. He's trying to, he deleted all his old content. He's trying to restart his channel and change to a more logical approach, I guess. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Like I don't remember what the message to me was, exactly what his words are, but basically it sounds like he wants to try for a more, logical approach to the subject matter. And he's probably going to have a little more, be a little more wary of the Dogman UKs out there. I mean, Dogman UK came in like a fucking wrecking ball, man, but not as hot. And got a lot of people turned sideways, and he just had a way. He had a way of getting people stirred up in a bad way, and some people he got in their ear, and they ended up regretting it. And I think Red Creek is one of those people. So Dogman UK probably is no longer welcome on this channel, is what I'm saying. And give him a chance, Harvey. Come on. Give him a chance. Raptor says, Deborah, thank you. I feel better. Deborah says, Cryptid Sasquatch is the person hiding behind us fighting. They made that short. We need to team up and take him out. Cryptid Sasquatch? I'm not sure I know exactly who we talk about there. Yeah, give him a chance. He's trying to change his channel. He deleted all his old stuff. Give him a chance. Jojo said, Greedeb, they are who started it all. Raptor, everybody's saying their highs and hellos. Everybody should be looking. Yeah, you didn't miss everything. You missed a little bit though, Mr. Lee. Red didn't start it. No. Kind of got sucked in, though. Greetings, Mr. Lee, says Danny. Got the clip of Stevie ratting herself leaving the scene of an accident. That sounds interesting. I don't know how you got that, but what have you? Raptor says, Mr. Lee, not too much. Most of it's about Dogman UK talking about Nikki from today and some other people. Yeah, apparently, Dogman UK is talking shit on Nikki again for some damn reason. I mean, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself, Dogman UK. You're embarrassing yourself. Red Coast says, Harvey, you're a Dogman troll and nothing more. What's up, Uncle Bones? Uncle Bones in the house. One of the top supporters of this channel. So everybody better recognize. I might have given up if it weren't for him at this point. Everybody's saying highs and hellos. Red Creek says, people have their eye on you, Harvey. People are not stupid. You're with Dogman. Yeah, he might be. If he's not Dogman UK, maybe he's that. What was the name of the other person that was backing him up in the comment section and stuff? I forget now. But that person's kind of disappeared, and so yeah. Mr. Lee, he says he's wanting to change. He deleted all his old stuff on his channel, and he's revamping and trying to go for a little more of a logical approach to the subject matter. Those are my words. I don't remember his exact words, so don't quote me on it. But Deborah says, agreed, Lock. It should never leave YouTube. Hands of the police, DM UK. Oh, did he get arrested or something? Why can't I see red? Maybe you're blocked, or YouTube might be blocking him. Let me hold on a second. In case you don't know, it's a lot of people don't know. Let me add the chat here. Okay. Hopefully it don't throw you out. I recommend everybody go to dark mode on YouTube, by the way. Easier on the eyes, probably saves you a little bit of power, saves you charge. Anyway, so this is a chat window on YouTube, and up here at the top, see, I haven't changed it over. See where it says top chat? Hit this down arrow, and it gives you the option to change the live chat, where it's supposed to show you all the messages, but YouTube still censors it sometimes, so you got to watch it. So click live chat. Now it's in live chat, and you'll see the chat will change now. See where it changed? It's got this block down here now. So now it should show all the, or at least more chats. I've caught YouTube censoring shit anyway, even in live mode, live chat. But yeah, that might be it. Yeah, because I'm right. Harvey says Red Coast Research. Come on, Harvey. Come on, Harvey. Be a little nicer up in here. You can do it. I think you got it in you. Red Joe cannot see your profile in here. Live chat versus top chat. Yeah. Volta BS says I offered 10 stacks to Nona Boss for a review of her irrefutable film. I put it on a new Godzilla 7.3 Forge. She lost out. You already in live chat? Well, hopefully it helps some people. A lot of people still don't know. They don't know all those controls and stuff. Mad because of the stuff I put up on you. Well, I mean, if Red Creek is trying to change his channel, I say we give him a chance to and just let the old stuff go. You know, um, him and Brent battled it out and all that stuff, and I think they've come to a point of resolution on the matter, and I think at this point, just give him a chance to move forward without any further abuse. It's gonna be okay. You got plenty of other people to abuse. Dogman admitted troll. He might be. He definitely was using some terminology that makes me think he is Dogman UK, but it's not conclusive. Brian C says I can't see him either. JoJo's comments in chat. Sassy Boss on Rumble. I think it's Sassy Boss. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly, but it probably is. It probably is Sassy Boss. But weird that you can see me. Carrie got burnt by Zasky and went back. Usually when you can't see the person in chat and everyone else can, they have blocked you personally, just saying. And that could be the case in this here. More videos on you. Why don't you let it lie for a little bit? Let it be for a little bit. Let's see how Red Creek or Red Coast now goes forward. Brian C says Mark Zasky, the Green Hulk pick bull. What? Linda hated Zasky. Says Volta BS. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, I think you're right. It's only for that person. Zasky kept thousands of dollars of carries, cams, and stuff, says Grasshopper. Yeah. I have no personal confirmation of that, but that's what some people are saying. So if he has, maybe that's, maybe Mark Zasky should, considering I hear he already has a criminal record, maybe he doesn't want to, tempt fate. Come on. Brian C says blocked for no valid reason. Some people do that. Some people do that. And Mr. Lee, you've probably been blocked by LIB. I know I have, And LIB, if you're still seeing me talk about you, if you block me, you're being a pussy, man. Aren't you supposed to be some tough New Yorker or some bullshit like that? You can't even handle a few words. Oh, you don't want me to see what you're saying because you're scared. I might reply. Then he went to DMs but said he will unblock. Reflect green only in Zasky land. Yeah, they got this whole idea about how they reflect the light and blend in and stuff like that. No proof of any of it. But yeah. But the reality is in the woods, like if you analyze, like, if you're surrounded by green foliage or green anything, and say you take a photograph and you take a photograph of you in another location where it doesn't have all green, and then you clip out just you in those two locations, you will see that you look a little more greenish because a bunch of green light was reflecting on you. It's it's nothing magical. It's nothing that amazing. It's just light and how light works. Yeah. And do we really want to see LIB? What's he going to do? Lie some more? Or cause you to associate it with Lockbeard? Well, can't see LIB either, to be honest, Mr. Lee. Yeah, he's heavy with that blocking. Raptor says, Mr. Lee and Angel, did you guys block him when you were blue wrenches, or did you block him just on your channel? On your channel, you will not see him anymore. Rehab for Mogs? No, rehab for you. You need rehab. You need rehab. You need to get unaddicted to Mogs. Stop being a douche. Yeah, Dent. Come on, man. I can't imitate the not president very well. Red Coast says, like, I'm not worried about Harvey Dent. He's a sad little individual, probably lives in his mom's basement. He's nothing but a troll no more. If he was anything special, he would have more content. LAB has a long list, probably. He's, Red Coast says, he's a flip-flopper. I'm out of here, guys. Talk to you later, Lock. All right, see you later. Take it easy. Just tell him the truth. Angel says, Raptor, I don't block anyone, and I do not have a public channel. This is the only channel I have a wrench. No. Well, yeah, if it is, like, that's a loose theory I'm working with, and he's kind of outed himself, some of the words he uses and stuff, and how he behaves, and so on and so forth and all that. But yeah, let it lie, Harvey. I don't know why you're carrying on anymore. I mean, he deleted all his old stuff, and he says he wants to change how he approaches the subject matter. So let's see what he does going forward, and forget the past. In this case, I think it's okay to forget the past, and let's see. Never blocked LAB. Oh, now, dude, what are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Come on. Seriously? JoJo's over here telling you, Harvey, you're a right a-hole. Let me fill it in. Asshole. That's kind of an asshole comment, man. Come on. I don't think he's earned that level of attack. It's a bit low for fuck's sake, says Brian. Yeah, it is. It is. Red Coast says, you're absolutely right, Lock. More credible people on there. But I think it's going to be more like a talk show. I will have Bigfoot stuff on there. Cool. Deborah says, Harvey, that was a low blow, man. No need for that. It doesn't look great on you, dude. Yeah, it's not. Do hunting content, start 2 channels, keep them separate. He's not Dogman UK. Oh shit. My freaking sun visor fell. Well, we'll let the light in anyway. It's starting to get a little, sun's getting low. Dogman UK is on this channel right now live, is he? My eyes are so effed up, I missed him. Watching 4 different live streams right now on multiple devices. I don't know how you did it. Mandy and Candy? What about Mandy and Candy? Put the drunken lady on, you're knackered. Danny, he's on the live. He is on that live whilst posting shorts about how close to the edge he is, but he's happy as a bastard in Susie chat. It doesn't make sense. Starts with his pedal nonsense. Dogman will be getting a visit from the authorities. Yeah. Just watch everything OCD. Mike hasn't unblocked me yet, says JoJo. Guarantee he's taping this live for tomorrow's drama. Well, he can if he wants. You can personally block someone, but you have to go through Google, YouTube app. You gonna do the Nona stuff? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're just doing the chat thing right now. I saw Ray Creek on one time on a video. As long as it shows proof of what he's talking about, I don't have no problem. Is this the Nona Boss live that disappeared? Yeah, it's the. Hold on a second. Let me get through the chat. Let me catch up in the chat real quick, and then Sassy Boss rants. 45 minutes in and nothing. Hasn't unblocked me yet. Start a chant up then. Special tool you can buy on Amazon and apply your eyebrows evenly, no lie. Well, she clearly didn't buy it. I haven't drunk since 2006. Screwdriver. Come on, Harvey Dent. Little punk. And you, Harvey, are a rather sad, pathetic individual. People can change and move on. I guess you're more like Dogman than I thought. Harvey Dent says, I'm going to eat supper. I'm out. And fuck Red. All right, adios. We might maybe we should do a poll on Harvey Dent here later. Grasshopper says, in another chat I found that Blue Wrenches can go into names file and see its history of account name changes, connections to other accounts through ISB. These track them. Why did your relationship break up? It's easy to sling mud, dude, but being a child about this. Grab popcorn. Create a moderator you are for that chat. Yeah, I think you have to be the top level moderator or whatever it is called. Harvey Dent spreads fake lies. Well, he's certainly trying to tempt fate up in here. I mean, when sun hit you, then Lock, why didn't you turn into a pile of dust? Well, it's not direct sunlight. Sun's over there. And it's low. Got that, Brian. Volta BS says, I think 2 channels would be ideal for my hunting. Can be lucrative, but Bigfoot and hunting together will lose you viewers. Yeah. And in fact, you might want to name them in such a way where nobody really knows that they have any connection whatsoever. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, I think that Dogman UK is that dude from Mogs. He's the one that's in the UK. He comes on every once in a while with his girlfriend. Oh, the same thing. Don't chat, please. This is Derek McManus you're referring to. He is Irish and he is not Dogman UK. No, he's not. Pole lock in and out. They do sound pretty close. Yeah, but I don't think they're the same person. Why not use the wrench system to find out who the trolls are at the source? I'll try. Let me see. I'll try and see if I can figure it out. I don't know how to go about all that stuff though. But everybody's wanting to get on the Nona Boss. So okay, she doesn't actually show her face in this. So this is 38-minute. It was what she called a Sassy Boss rant quick update after that long one we just went through. So
Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Nona Boss Continuum.
Sounds like Fran Drescher.
I am very sorry that you aren't seeing me, but I just got home about an hour ago and got in the shower, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I just didn't feel like putting my makeup on. And like I've told you guys before, there's only a handful of men who have seen me without makeup. 2 of them I was married to, and 2 of them I gave birth to. So sorry, guys. I guess I'm a little too vain. Anyways,
My neighbors.
I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year.
Oh shit.
I know I did. I had a really good, relaxing holiday, and I hope everybody else did too. I wanted to come on here because, you know, I have spent over the last few weeks, we've all been talking about narcissists and how narcissists operate and how they, you know, there's specific patterns that narcissists, they never break away from. They never break away from these patterns. So I thought, you know what, something transpired today, and I'm like, I'm just gonna kind of clue you guys in to a development, and I'm going to prove to you.
She likes that word narcissist, doesn't she?
How narcissists absolutely never.
There it goes again.
They're like leopards. They don't, you know, they never change their spots, right? So we're gonna take a look at something in just 1 second. I wanted to say hi to everybody who is in the chat right now. Let me go up and let's see who is here. We have got Miss Jane. Hi, Miss Jane. Hi, Gerald. Glad you guys are both here. Hi, Gary. Happy New Year. Dogman UK. Hi, how are you? Oh yeah. I wish I could say it the way you say it. You say it much better than me. Of course, I don't have the Scottish accent, so I think that kind of helps you. Henry, hi, Henry. Good to see you. Let's see. Raymond, hi, Raymond. Good to see you. Henry, Crystal, hi, Crystal J. Hi there, Brian. How are ya? Brown Dwarf, hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Who else is in? Rosa, hi. Aloha. Let's see who else is here. Pyromedic, hi, Pyromedic. Catherine, hi, Catherine. We've got Brian Chuck. We've got Mr. Michael Haywood. Hey, Michael, how are you, honey? Got your message. I just haven't had a chance to message you back yet. It's been a long drive home today, so I'm exhausted. Yeah, Catherine, thank you. I'm so glad you can identify. I'm not alone. That's good to know. Let's see who else. Castle Dude. Well, hi, welcome. Welcome to the Nonabus Continuum. Welcome to the family, to the Soul Tribe, to the Bigfoot Besties. We appreciate you. Lenny, hi, Lenny. Hope you had a good New Year. Roger, hi, Roger. Let's see. Larry, hi, Larry. Hi, Ida. Bustamante. I love that last name. I also like to hear Moog say it. Moog always does it really. He does it justice. Hey there, Jojo. All right, did I get everybody? Miss Daniela. Hi, Daniela. Let's see. Hi, Spiritual Odyssey. Hi, welcome. Prospecting USA. Hi. Let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Miss Jean Hudson. Hi, Jean. Happy New Year. Let's see. Just make sure I got everybody. It was a late night for me last night. I'm just so exhausted. That's why we're gonna make this a quick one. We're gonna make it quick because the Nona boss is exhausted. I shouldn't talk about myself in the third person. I hate people who do that, so I definitely shouldn't do it. Hey there, hi, Michael. Tune out on this one. Let's see. Did I get everybody? All right, I think I got everybody. Okay, so all right. So again, we've been talking about narcissists, right? Over the last several weeks, right? We've been talking about narcissists and their patterns and the gaslighting that they do and their behaviors and all that kind of thing. So I expected this particular situation to present itself. I didn't know when it was going to present itself, but I knew after the show that I did on Friday night, I knew that I was going to, that some stuff was going to get kicked off, right? I knew that. I knew it. But I will say, I have gotten over the last 3 days, I'll tell you what, the support that I have gotten. Thank you. I want to thank every single one of you who watched that video. I want to thank every single one of you that either reached out to me personally via message or you literally called me on the phone.
Well, Mr. Lee, Michael Haywood's connection with Brandy, and Brandy don't come here anymore. So yeah, he can't come here no more. when your woman, you just, he's doing what he's told. He's a well-trained man, and it's a sad thing. Be your own man. Mr. Haywood. Yeah, he's not going to come over here. Brandy isn't going to, give him that long of a leash. Now he might show up now. Somebody's going to say, hey, Lockbeard said this about you. He's going to come over here all pissed off. Dude, you haven't been here in a long time. So it ain't going to change that if you show up now. So you might as well stay wherever you're at. We all see, we all know. Come on, man. We all know. You got fitted for a collar and a harness, and probably got some kind of restraining device wrapped around your sack with a little leash on it that gets tugged on every so often. Oh, I did it. When we all left, Brian. Yeah. Brian says more makeup shows the geopathic tree lines, more stress lines. Everybody's wanting to know who it is, Mr. Lee. Spill the beans, Lee. Randy says, I'm always here. I knew if I said it. Lurking. Slackmate's here. Welcome. How mean, Lockbeard. I look. I had to do it. And blame the chat for asking. Blame Mr. Lee. Jojo, I do not wish to embarrass the fella. He obviously feels he can only tell his truth when he hides. Welcome to the chat, Slackmate, and Brandy. Jojo says, well, he deserves to be outed when he is talking shit about people. Everybody misses you, Brandy. Ooh, Mandy and Candy's here. Always watching. Who? Wait a minute. Who is Mandy and Candy? Who is Mandy and Candy? Uh-huh. Boy, we're conjuring up all kinds of people tonight. Raptor says, tell your hubby I miss him in chats. He's not telling the truth that Dent, he's being rude and causing problems. Yeah, he's been unnecessarily mean. And especially when Mike has changed his channel, deleted all his old stuff. He says he wants to change things. So I say, everybody just, hold your fire. Hold your fire, chill out. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We got plenty of other targets.
Texted me, emailed me, left comment on the video. Thank you, Jean. I cannot tell you the outpouring of support that I have gotten has been overwhelming. Positive, supportive, encouraging, and thank you. I kind of, on be straight, I was a little on the nervous side of how this was gonna, what the blowback was gonna be, and I'll tell you, it has been absolutely nothing except positive. I've gotten nothing but positivity from all of it. So thank you guys very much for all your love, all your support, your kind words, just letting me know that you're there and that you got my back, and I love you guys. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Okay, so obviously, on Friday in the video from Friday night, I talked about Brent. Hi, Mike Kirkpatrick. Hi, honey. I'm so glad to hear from you too. I hope you're doing well. I talked about Brent. I was very, very honest about Brent. I was absolutely straight up about Brent, how I feel and my opinions. And I was honest about it. Now, I knew that there was some kind of reaction that was going to happen. I did. I knew it. I knew that something was going to trigger him because he gets triggered a lot. And so I knew that was going to happen. And it happened today. So I want to explain to you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how a narcissist operates. I'm going to show you. So I know that we've talked about gaslighting, right? We've talked about gaslighting. We've talked about how narcissists are, they start off with things like this. Hi there. Happy New Year. I saw your video talking about me. I thought I would come and say hi to see if you wanted to discuss anything. Okay, so I see his message. Now, I first of all, I don't know why he thought I would want to discuss anything with him. I mean, if he didn't get clearly what my stance on him and what he does, I guess, I don't know, Brent, if you didn't get it the first time around, maybe go watch the show again and give me another view. I don't know what else to tell you. But this is how a narcissist approaches you. First, they start with this, hi. It's like, oh, I'm going to love bomb you. Hi there, Happy New Year. And then it's like, oh, I thought maybe, we could, you want to discuss anything. Well, I don't have anything to discuss with you, Brian.
You jumping right to narcissist. Maybe he's just offering you a chance to talk. He's extending an olive branch. Why are you jumping right to, he's a narcissist and this is what narcissists do and blah, blah, blah. The fact is, it didn't matter what he said to you. You're probably going to recall him a narcissist because you've done it so many times I've lost count. You called him an idiot so many times I've lost count. And, you just, you didn't criticize him in any level of in a civil way that whole live stream. And so, and you're, because you have no intention of trying to be logical about any of this. He has triggered you, and you're going to stay triggered probably forever, no matter what, unless even if he totally retracts, because this is how far leftists are, right? Because I think I see all kinds of far leftist tendencies in your thinking. Even if he bows down and says, I was wrong and I'm so sorry and I'm a horrible non-diverse straight white Christian male. Well, I don't know if he's Christian, but the type of person that these far leftists are trying to destroy and attack and are trying to get all of them killed. And that's I don't think that's hyperbole at all. That's actually the goddamn truth. You wouldn't bring in criminal invaders by the millions if you weren't trying to cause a war zone in this place and kill all of the native people, not Native Americans, but they'll be some of the collateral damage too. But you're trying to destroy all Western cultures. That's why you're doing it to only European nations, the United States, Australia, European populations. You're doing this to only European populations. You're not trying to force a bunch of people into any other country. You're trying to do it here because you're trying to destroy all European populations. And I think I've identified you got some far leftist thinking, and it's not going to matter. He's in the same boat as who's that actor who like apologized in Mandarin to China for acknowledging Taiwan or some shit. And then here recently he went butt ass naked on the awards show. They're shaming him for daring to say something that he wasn't supposed to say. And he'll probably never get to live it down. Because you can't win with these far leftist psychopaths. These far leftist nut jobs. I think you are a nut job, Nona Boss. I think you are. And he's never going to be able to win with you. So here he is trying to approach you in a friendly manner. I mean, hi there, Happy New Year is him letting you know that he's not coming at you aggressively. He's not coming at you after you in attack mode. He's trying to let you know he's wanting to talk to you in a friendly fashion. And then he tells you that he saw your video and thought he would come say hi and see if you wanted to discuss anything. Maybe that's just all that the fuck he fucking meant. Why is it a goddamn... Why is he suddenly, this is a narcissist and he's coming at you and saying this stuff and this is what it means? Is this what's she do? Is she a trained psychologist? And because look, I've told you guys, I spent over a decade on a university campus. I've met many psychology and psychiatry majors, and I've taken a few of those courses myself because I do have some interest in human psychology, human sociology, and but I wasn't interested enough in it to major in anything. But I definitely think I can tell when people are fucked up. And in general, I would say looking at psychology and psychiatry majors, they are more more of them have their own mental issues than the average population, than other people. I just saw too many cases of them actually having their own issues that I could see and identify. And so and it makes sense because, you know, that would drive their interest in those subject matters, because they're trying to figure out what's up with themselves. So it drives an interest in those subject matters. Unfortunately, it also means they probably shouldn't be trying to work in those fields, right? Their place is as a patient, not as a psychiatrist or a psychologist. So let me catch up in the chat real quick. It's getting way out of hand. Raptor, basically everyone tore him a new one. If you want to keep him side of himself secret, so be it. Who? What? It's not Brandy. I have no desire to cause problems, says Brandy. Jojo says I didn't see anyone say it was Brandy. Volta BS says she was the spitting image of a narcissist. Give us your guess, Mr. Lee. Brandy says, because people have Jojo. I'm sure somebody does know how to track the IP. Brandy, I thought that says Volta BS. Don't think it's you, Brandy. I know it wasn't Brandy. She's too nice or Michael too. Don't know who Mandy and Candy are or Dan. Well, those two accounts may be the same people, you know. I mean, Mr. Lee says, Angel, as I said, I don't wish to embarrass the fella. Also, he would only deny it. Never mind. It's not. I wish Harvey would just go vocalize his truth in a kind way. We don't have to be ugly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was being unnecessarily ugly. I mean, you can say he could say he still wants to call out Red Creek if he wants to, without, you know, hitting below the belt like he was, or she, whichever it is. Deborah says, me neither. It's all very confusing. That's why I call him an asshole. Used to be a mod on Jessica Jones' channel. All I know. Yeah, that's all we need to know, really, isn't it? Hey, Jessica. Still waiting on you to take my challenge to remote view an object. I need to figure out a new object and designate it. Maybe next live stream we'll talk a little bit about that and designate a new object for Jessica Jones to remote view. Prove to me you're an actual remote viewer. Jessica Jones, hey, I believe remote viewing is a real thing. I just don't believe you're the real deal. Because you only remote view shit that nobody can verify. I'm asking you to remote view an object that I have in my possession. I haven't designated one right now. Wait till I do. I'll figure out something. It'll be something that no one could possibly guess. And, well, I mean, there's always possibility, right? But anyway, yeah, remote view something that I can verify, and at least for me, I will know, and I will tell people. So look, she actually remote viewed this damn thing, so you can believe me or not. I mean, yeah, I'll understand. Look, just because she proved to me doesn't mean that you know for sure that she didn't call me and we cooked up this whole fucking thing, right? You can't be 100% certain of that. That's being a real logical minded person, where you might trust me pretty heavily, but you must admit that there's always a slight possibility that I could be bullshitting you on something, even if it's just one thing. I assure you that I would not do that, but you technically don't know that for a fact. You always have to admit there's always that slight possibility. Used to cause shit on Eric's. Even the short stint uses are just there to make it look like it's a female. You can't tell they are stolen videos and saying summertime in South Dakota for a distraction. Manny Kenny's been on here off and on for the past 6-7 months. Mr. Lee says, Brandy, I have pondered on why Harvey Dent hides myself. Pay attention to the way they filmed Donald, says Brandy. Voltabia says she's a gaslighter train wreck who uses misinformation from Dogman and Judy to rant about Brent. Lee says, hide myself, a slip of his hand. Dan, you knucklehead, says Mr. Lee. Brandy says, not quite what he meant, Danny. Squatching Cowboys here. Welcome. Saying hi to everybody. Welcome, Squatching Cowboy. That was hilarious. Everybody. So Squatching Cowboy posted something on Facebook. And when I saw the post and it was blocked out by Facebook, and Facebook said that this was like a violent image or something. And so you have to click and say you still want to see it. But Facebook identified it as a violent image. You know what it was? It was a Bible verse. There was no violent image. It was just a Bible verse. That's messed up. Facebook is definitely anti-Christian. Which, you know, if they want to be anti-Christian, go for it. But I think Christians have a right to fucking know that, you know, and, you know, maybe don't invest in the company, maybe don't use Facebook anymore, so on and so forth. Me as a person who's basically atheist, I want to know it because I see what I see is Facebook incorrectly identifying words from the Bible as a violent image. Like Facebook blatantly lied to me there. And I commented down below to somebody said something. I said something else to them. I said, yeah, I clicked on her to see the violent image, and as an atheist, I was severely traumatized by the sight of a Bible verse. I'm just kidding, of course. It doesn't bother me at all. I support Christians being able to post as many damn Bible verses on Facebook as they want, because that's freedom, that's free speech, and damn it, we need to protect it. It's not a particular aspect of free speech that I'm using. I'm not posting Bible verses, but I support everyone else's right to post Bible verses, because if their right to post what they want freely is taken away, then that means mine can be too. So many people will fight for their own individual liberties that they use, but are perfectly fine with stealing away liberties from other people that they don't personally use. No, you got to defend all liberty, not just the particular liberties that you use. Raptor says, how many other channels do you guys have, and how do you make so many channels? Well, that's a whole technical thing. You probably don't want, like, with your technical limitations, you probably don't want to play around with that, Raptor. You know, it's just you probably don't want to play around with that. But I was in the woods, baby, says Cowboy. Great info coming. Could be. Loki just did remote view a friend of mine, Locky. Be interesting to see. Now, I mean, if you have the link to that and want to post it, and do you have a wrench, by the way? Hold on, let me go over to YouTube. Dang it. Jojo don't have a wrench. You want a wrench, Jojo? Hold on a second. It's kind of a pain in the ass to. Yeah, if you want to post it, you can. Okay. Nice. Hit it, knuckleheads. Yeah, it's all mostly events that are BS. So she can sugarcoat it with more BS. Had a hell of a fall. Hip hurts like hell. Holy crap. Hope you're going to be okay. We don't bounce like we did in our 20s, says Angel. Cowboy, you got to take it easy out there in the dark. We don't heal up like we were young. Watch Cowboy Channel. Joe's Ghost says, no, that's a good reason to join Facebook. Of course, Joe's Ghost. For those that don't know, Joe was an atheist. I don't know who is posing as Joe's Ghost, though, but Raptor says, well, I can't get any of those, so that's not going to do me any good. I got added another 4 years. Send it to you tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you could drop it in the chat in the future if you want to, you know, because I stopped. I haven't watched all of her, you know, because I only watched so many. You know, what the ones I saw were things that people just couldn't. There's no way any of us could verify it. It was just, you know, something that happened in history, something that happened, you know, someplace that we can never go. There's no way for us to verify. So she's telling us stuff about something that she supposedly remote viewed, and there's no way for us to verify it. Volta BS says, I may have lost my faith in Christianity, but I think Facebook doing that is a good way to lose a number of followers. Yeah. Please, Lockie. Oh, well, I'll give you one anyway, so you're welcome. So in case, like, as always, I always try to make sure the moderators know, don't block anybody. Unless it's obvious bot, you know, like it comes up and throws 5 messages all out at once and they're all the same one. It's, you know, obvious bots. You can if you want to, but if it's someone like if Dogman UK comes in here, I'll block him when I feel like he's pushed too far. The buck stops here, you know. Buck stops here. So I want everybody to have free speech, and you know, I'm just judging moment to moment. You know, Dogman UK is the only person I think that I've ever blocked, and I unblocked his accounts since then. But that night he was just way out of control, so destroyed the chat. Cowboy says, Mr. Lee, you'll be glad to watch my next video. My beautiful wife April will narrate the whole story. You have reception everywhere you go, Mr. Pass. Miss April is a star. Dent was about to get it. Yeah, I was getting a little bit, but, you know, he was getting a little bit too much, but I wasn't there yet. Don't block the sex spots. Mr. Lee will be pissed, says Cowboy.
And I also, Brent, have seen you for the last however many years that I have been in this community. I know what you do. And these are the things you do. You go out, you do a hit piece on somebody. And then you'll be like, oh, do you want to talk about it? And then you privately message the person. And if the person doesn't respond to you, because everybody sees what you do, if they do respond to you, you take that message and you plaster it all over your channel. And then you spin the narrative. Oh, look, I tried to work it out with them. I tried to reach out to them, but they're not responding to me. They're not responding to me. Well, that's kind of the problem, Brent. People don't want to respond to you in private because they know that all you're going to do is take a screenshot, show it on your channel, and spin a narrative and make it look like people aren't listening to you or people aren't giving you a voice. You have had enough of a voice for years and years, the way you have talked about people and trashed people. So sorry, Brent, if I'm not falling for your gaslighting, love bombing BS. Okay. I'm not going to answer your little messages that you sent me today. I'm not doing it. I'll do it transparent right here in front of everybody. I'm not giving you the reaction that you want, Brent. I have been dealing with narcissists for way too long. I know how they operate, and I know how to operate in kind to narcissists. So I'm not allowing you the power that you think that you deserve, okay, to spin and create a narrative. Okay. So I decided I'm just going to do it in front of everybody so that everybody sees and everybody understands why when Brent comes out on his channel in the next day or so, or whenever it is he decides he wants to do it, and says, oh, I reached out to Marty. She said all these terrible things about me. She said all these things about me, but I reached out to her and she doesn't want to have a conversation with me. I wonder why. Because that's what he does to everybody. I've seen him do it over and over and over and over. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Because if you do respond to Brent, what happens? Then what happens is he takes what you say out of context, spins it, changes it, flips it around, and goes, oh, look how defensive they are. Oh.
Do you really believe that? I think he gives a pretty fair assessment as much as he can. Is he really misrepresenting anybody's words? I mean, he might show you what they said. You know, and if you read what they said, you see exactly what they said, right? So you can make your own judgment. But and she's doing the same thing here. You know, she's showing exactly what he said. Like, again, she's projecting. Like, what she just described Brent doing, according to her, she's actually doing now. She gave her interpretation of what this message meant to her that Brent sent. And then I gave you an alternative interpretation. And you guys be the judge, right? Do you feel like Brent was coming at her all maliciously and narcissistically here? Or was he really trying to have a conversation with her? Person first, is this what you see? Well, I'm going to take a handful of ibuprofen and go lay down later. Y'all have a great Easter weekend. You too. Squatchy Cowboy. I guess it's a Good Friday. Is it a Good Friday? It's Good Friday. What other it's National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. It's Knights of Columbus Founders Day. It's Martyrs Day in Madagascar. If anybody cares about that little, well, it's actually a pretty damn big island off the coast of Africa. Today is Mermaid Day, apparently. Mermaid Day. Now over here, I'm looking at. I usually look at nationaltoday.com for all the holidays, what today's holiday is, March 29th. They say Mermaid Day. It says gear up and celebrate the most famous mythic creature from under the sea. Are mermaids the most famous mythic creature from under the sea? Maybe. Today is also National Lemon Chiffon Cake Day. It is National Smoke and Mirrors Day. You know, appreciate the art of magical illusions and be wary of deceptive practices in daily life. I think we're looking at some deceptive practices on our screen right now. Today is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. So everyone better recognize Niagara Falls Runs Dry Day is apparently it's today. Payday at Forward today, I guess. What is that about? It says today you get to show your appreciation to the young black boys and men you know. Okay. I have no idea what that's about. Texas loves the Children Day. Get informed with our detailed article about the child abuse and neglect in this day. Vietnam Veterans Day again is listed. World Marbles Day. It is World Marbles Day. And then the rest of these are people's birthdays that I give zero shits about. celebrities, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Lee says, Sleeping Beauty, we haven't had sexy bots for ages. Yeah. I think they got the hint that they needed to get the hell out of here. No one's going to click on them. Maybe YouTube started actually doing something about it. Sleeping Beauty says, this chick is so annoying. She is. Showing you nonsense evidence. Nona Boss says BS. Happy Easter. Be sure to lay that golden egg. Says Mr. Lee. Angel says night. Squash Cowboy, hope you feel better. Yeah. Hope you feel better. Need your own channel. Wolf Killer's here. Welcome. That's a new name. Says hello everybody. I'm new to the channel. Welcome, Wolf Killer. We are a little strange up in here. Yeah. Well, she knows, Mr. Lee. She knows. She just doesn't do anything with it. Yeah, everybody that's on, everyone here technically has a channel. They just haven't posted anything on it. But a lot of people don't realize that. They don't know anything about posting videos. So, Wolf Killer, you got videos? They ask. Somebody says my kid uses my channel. Yeah, but you can create more channels on your account. So if you wanted to make your own channel, you could, and your kid could keep the old channel. But you'd want to be careful. If you're posting anything controversial, you could get the entire Google account shut down, and then your kid loses their channel as well as your channel. Wolf Killer says, not that I know of. Lemon Cake is my favorite. Joe's Ghost says, for your information, Wolf Killer is a Dogman UK fake channel, is it? Timmy Boy is here. Welcome, Timmy Boy. Everybody say hi to Timmy Boy. Indeed.
Oh, level out, come on.
Timmy. Where'd it go? Jojo says, here, but feeding snakes. Snakes are cool, man. Be nice to your snakes. Walt says, Dad was in the Army during Vietnam, but he was doing engineering in the Nike Ajax missiles. Nike Ajax missile. I wish I'd made $250,000 and bought one of those missile silos years ago. That would have been cool. Deborah says, oh, fuck, I missed Marble Day. I bought a whole outfit. Wolf Killer says that Joe S. Ghost, I'm fairly new to all this. Well, landed in the right place. A lot of the paranormal channels out there will fill you full of so much bullshit. You have no idea. I see no reason for me to be shy about it at all. That saying that I am probably, you're going to get exposed to certain types of science here that you've never heard of, probably. But this is a scientific approach. You know, I don't even know where to begin. When I say I'm an atheist, like most atheists will not consider me an atheist because I recognize the existence of what most people call the spiritual realm. But to me, it's a scientifically explained thing, but not by mainstream science. Mainstream science can't explain itself out of a wet paper bag. They present you as their greatest genius, Einstein. But Einstein is not the greatest genius. In fact, he probably wasn't a genius at all. What he was, and multiple books have been written about this, what he was a plagiarist. He stole other people's crap, and it wasn't even good crap that he stole. He was a plagiarist. What you need to be looking at is more like Nikola Tesla as far as science goes. And of course, today, as far as someone that's alive, I mean, there's many other names, and you'll hear about them over on Ken Wheeler's channel if you ever go over there. You'll hear me mention Ken Wheeler a lot. Ken Wheeler's the only person I'm familiar with that seems to be explaining the appropriate interpretation of a lot of the scientific data that's out there. and presenting it, actually presenting, like, a person can have the proper interpretations all day long, but if they're not putting it out there, it's not helping me or you or anybody. But he's got a channel with thousands of videos. So, and on the subject matters he's knowledgeable about, field theory, ether, the ether, like, if you ever heard of the ether exists, right? The experimental data does indicate its existence. Mainstream science won't acknowledge it. They'll see indications and then they'll come up with something else. So they'll talk about shit like space time, as if space time is a real thing, the fabric of space time. You see it in the sci-fi shows and stuff like that. Space is not a thing, and time is not a thing. Time is just a measure. But they somehow smash those two things together and call it a thing because they don't understand what their data shows. And then they'll come up with that. They'll come up with dark matter, dark energy, quantum foam, all this bullshit because they don't understand what they're looking at. They got a lot of correct observations, but incorrect interpretations of those observations. So that's and it's big. It's a big thing to understand and wrap your mind around if you haven't ever heard of it before. And but it explains the spiritual realm, and it's a science, which makes the religious people mad because to them it should be a magical thing, right? It's a magical thing. The spiritual realm is a magical thing to them, and science wants to ignore that there is a spiritual realm at all. And atheists especially so. And of course, atheists get mad at me because I say something like, well, you have chosen a belief in regards to a God. So it's a belief. Because you can't, and it's true, you can't prove a negative. But they really, they don't have anything other than a lack of evidence to sit there and declare there is no God. Because so many of them are just declaring there's no God. Well, you can't actually prove that. You have to admit that you can't actually prove that. So you really should be calling yourself an agnostic, that you don't really know, and say that you just never seen evidence for a God. That would be a correct statement. But when you say there is no God, well, you can't actually know that. There's no way to actually prove that. So that pisses atheists off, but I'm sorry. So it makes atheism effectively a religion because you have a belief without proving that belief. But they like to think of it as, oh, well, if I don't have a God, then I'm not religious. No, you can be religious, but your religion has no God. That's all. Pisses them off. Deborah, you crack me up, says Mr. Lee. Brian Chase had to finish part 4 before starting part 5 of the Almost saga. Yeah, that's okay. I watch a lot of channels. They're all strange nowadays, especially about Bigfoot and paranormal stuff. Yeah, it's just a lot of them. Like they get mad if you don't accept a person's story. They want to. So many of them, they want you just to accept everybody's story, no matter how fucking crazy it is. Some people are talking about how Bigfoot's talking to them in a psychic fashion. They call it mind speak. I think it's because telepathic communication is way too many syllables for them to say. That they call it mind speak. Or they'll say, Bigfoot, pass through a portal, or that they can cloak like the Predator in the movies, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and so on. And none of this stuff has been proven, and so a lot of these people could be just seeing things or imagining things, or just lying. Some of them are lying. So, well, there's a whole probably 90% of the Bigfoot believers out there get all pissed off if you don't just believe everyone's story. Well, you got to sort them out. Like, what sounds logical? Now, when you look at like we have Joe's ghost up in here. Well, Joe died a while back. He had a channel too, and what he said he saw was like he was he hiking? I think he was just hiking, and spooked up a deer, and there was a Bigfoot there that he thinks was trying to catch that deer, And it stood up and, looked at it. And he described it. And basically all he described was a big, hairy person. There wasn't no magical shit going on. There weren't orbs flying out of its ass. It wasn't jumping through a portal or phasing into visibility or talking to him in his head. It was just a big, hairy dude that he interpreted the expression on his face as not pleased with him for scaring away the deer. That's a plausible story. That's something that's believable. It's nothing crazy. So, I think we're okay to make that determination and judgment. That it's a more believable story than the others. 12 on one Google account. Holy crap. It's a lot of channels, man. How do you juggle it all? When I was in my wheelchair, my friend used to shout Timmy through my letter. Holy crap. I think she has like 2 one day, and we'll upload some things. I just haven't yet. Brian Chewy's channel, Mr. Lee's post. Oh, I thought you were posting this link. I watched your encounter video again today. Geez. Yeah. Music probably. Plus everyone, plus an expose of the clowns who think they're top tier researchers channels. Yeah. Ken Wheeler's channel. Thank you, Mr. Lee. That's where you'll start to get exposed to the real explanation of how the universe functions. Or at least the best we got. It's the best we got. Forget quantum physics. Quantum physics bullshit. Oh, it's a misinterpretation. Gotta pee, be right back. Drank too much water today. Thanks for letting us know, Volt. Wolf Killer says, yes, I understand. Lots of channels have been posting for a long time. I've been watching for a while. Just never really thought these channels would put out this foolishness without info. Brian's encounter link. Both BS asleep and beauty. I had blood tests today. They made me just about drown myself. Huh. So moderator in Bigfoot Odyssey when Brian told his encounter, but he seems more relaxed to tell it on his channel.
Oh, they're very defensive. They must have something to hide. Well, that's not happening here, Brent. You're not getting what you want. Not from me, you won't. Not allowing it. All right. So let's take a look at another message that I got from Brent. So Brent sent me that. But, of course, being a narcissist, the narcissist that he is, I didn't respond to him on a holiday, mind you. I'm still on my holiday weekend. I'm trying to enjoy my holiday weekend, but I guess maybe I didn't respond. And since I didn't respond to him quick enough, he decided to send another message. So he sends, okay, this is that he sent me this, and then I have, it was a longer message, so it's broke up in 2 screenshots. So then, now mind you guys, what he just said to me a few minutes ago, he was like, hi, happy new year. I saw on your channel the other day that, you were talking about me, and I thought maybe you would want to discuss it. Well, at first glance, if you're not used to dealing with a narcissist, that looks like somebody maybe humbling themselves, right? Maybe they're wanting to have a dialogue. I don't know. Maybe they're self-reflecting and they want to talk to you about it. No, not this, not Brent. Brent, no, he's class A narcissist. So first he gaslit me, right? Now, here we go. I heard you first. And mind you, in the first message, he says, I saw it, right? He's saying that he saw it himself. Now he's saying, I heard you going around saying, I hate women. Are you guys really stooping that low? Okay, first of all, I don't know, Brent, did you see it? Like you said in the first message, or did you quote unquote hear it from someone? Hear that you heard it around? And you're like, are you guys really stooping that low? Who's guys? Who's you guys? This is my channel. I'm the one that spoke about you. I don't know what you're talking about. You're addressing me in this message. I'm one person, and I said what I wanted to say about you on my channel. It is commentary and my opinion about you and your channel and what your channel does and what you do over on your channel. Okay? There ain't no guys about it. All right.
Perhaps you're harping a little too much on that, probably. He's got a number of people that's been on the attack of Brent, and he's just, it looks to me like he's just kind of, speaking about the whole, not just you, just like you did in your live stream, your 2.5 live stream, where it was kind of hard for me to tell exactly who you were talking about some of the time, because you kept, saying these blanket comments about the people that you're complaining about, but these comments didn't necessarily apply to everyone you mentioned and talked about in the live stream. So again, you're attacking him for doing something that's really meaningless. It's just a way of expressing something, and I don't have a problem with you expressing it, that you doing that same thing. And but you're attacking Brent for doing something that you did. This is just again. This is just, we see all this crap in the far left too. I hate to. You saw recently where Donald Trump used the word bloodbath, and everyone who watched that whole speech, that whole statement there, knew exactly what the context was and could see very well. But the left were clipping that out and trying to make it sound like Donald Trump was calling for some kind of violent thing to happen, or trying to say that some kind of violent thing was going to happen. He wasn't saying anything of the kind. And they were getting, and the leftist media was getting called out big time on that. And somebody put together a montage of numerous clips of leftist media using the word bloodbath in just the same way as Donald Trump was, not to indicate an actual battle, but as a word to express a major upheaval or conflict in some kind of other matter in life. It's just a common word, but they took it and twisted it when Donald Trump said it. But when you look at what the left used the same word in the same way many, many, many times, and you're doing the same thing here. You did the same thing in your video that we've already gone through in parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now you're criticizing Brent for expressing something in the same way. He's not just talking about you; he's talking about all the people that have been criticizing him. Okay,
right? So let's get that straight. So let's move on. He says, you can't bring me down any other way. So you have to tell people I hate women. Brent, I'm not trying to take you down. Are you not getting the point? See, this is, again, you are not getting it, Brent. There's nobody trying to shut you down. There's nobody trying to cancel you, Brent. You're doing that on your own because you don't care what you say and do on your channel. You don't care about people. You don't care about doing whether it affects people's lives, the things that you say and the stuff that you do and these little hit pieces that you put out. You're not getting it. You're still not getting it. I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm trying to let everybody know that you are not correct, Brent, that you're out there spreading BS, Brent. It's my opinion. And a lot of people have the same opinion. I found out over the last few days. Oh, Brent, you have no idea how many people reached out to me. You have no idea. I have been absolutely in utter shock how many people have reached out to me. I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind.
and we all know what those people are. Those are people who have a belief. It's beyond just an opinion. It's a belief about Bigfoot that has no proof behind it and doesn't even make logical sense in many cases. And when someone is out there telling stories or making up bullshit hoaxes or whatever it is that Brent has addressed, depends on the person, that fits into the narrative that those people like, and Brent goes after that particular person that's presenting this stuff. Well, it pisses off all the people that like them, because that person that Brent went after was saying what all those people like, even though it's bullshit. They don't like that their favorite idea of what Bigfoot is being called out as bullshit. It'd be like if I had a favorite idea of what Bigfoot is, well, I mean, for me, it's just where's the logic and the evidence? Look at what's the logical, like, to me, I think it's Homo sapiens. I think it is a race of big, hairy people, and that's it. So that's my favorite idea of what Bigfoot is, I guess. But if the evidence takes us somewhere else, then I'm going to have to accept this reality. I'm not going to attack anybody and bitch because someone calls it out as bullshit if they can prove it's bullshit. But a lot of people will. A lot of people get all upset because their belief, for me, I try not to get locked into a belief. It's just, what's the evidence look like to me? What's the most logical conclusion of what it probably is? And what I think it probably is Homo sapiens. However, it's not a belief system for me. I'm not part of a cult here. If it's proven different, then I'll accept what the proof is, and there's no reason to whine about it or bitch about it. It's just what the truth ends up being. But those are the people messaging you, though. They're people that are bitching because their belief, which has no proof, is being challenged. And beliefs are strong. People lock their entire identity up in their belief. And when you attack their belief, they feel they're being attacked personally, and then they lash out and they get all pissed off. Like you.
All right, let's move on. Lori Simmons was caught hoaxing. Her and I never dated. She was with her current husband. So you're implying that she cheated on him with me, and you're saying that publicly. Yeah, it's my opinion. Yep.
Yeah, it's also slander. You might want to chill with that, yo. You might want to chill with that. Tom Cruise says he'll sue Nona Boss, Brent. Volta PS says, that reminds me, Squatch Watcher's short came up on my suggested shorts. They got this video saying something moves right to left. There ain't a freaking thing in the footage. Typical. Wolf Killer says, who is this lady and why is she talking like Charlie Brown's teacher? As you can see by the thumbnails, we're in part 5 analyzing a couple of live streams done by a woman named Marty. Her channel is called Nona Boss. Nona Boss, however you want to pronounce it. And she's made a bunch of she went on the attack of some people that we like and some people we don't like, but and so we're just listening to it. She took them down, but I recorded them so that we can go through them, and it's preserved here on the Lockbeard channel forever. Even if something happens to the Lockbeard channel one day on YouTube, it is all copied over on Rumble. It ain't going nowhere. It's preserved for posterity. So, Nona Boss definitely further than lefty, says Walt VS. Sleeping Beauty says, oh, sorry to hear that, Walt. Hopefully all is well. Sleeping Beauty, I am making a short about it. Team Boy says, Mr. Lee, I thought it was new. I've heard it before. I'm old. I wouldn't even know how to find your channel, Vault. Team Boy, not new, but anyway, still scary. My doctor wants me to off the warfarin. Yeah, that's bad stuff. You don't want on there. I have to have my kidneys tested, though, through these tests. Vault BS says everything she says is bullshit. Yeah, that's they'll take you to Volta BS. Solid on Odyssey. Who are you going to leave us for tonight? I don't think Mr. Lee's going to leave us tonight. There ain't no Mogs. Yeah, he's addicted to Mogs. I don't know why. Volta BS channel posted by Uncle Bones there. Volta BS says she took misinformation from Judy. Every shadow is Bigfoot Wheeler. Yeah. Volt got some hilarious stuff on there. Wolf Killer says, seems like there's a lot of lurkers on this channel. Yeah, there's some lurkers. Sometimes you can get them to come out. I demonstrated that concept earlier tonight by talking a little shit on them. And they'll show up. Like if Danny's here, talk some shit on Danny. South Carolina sucks. That might bring him out. Watched Lockbeard episode number 10 again yesterday. Very different. Yeah, very different. I mean, we're primarily it's all Bigfoot related, but she has a problem with Brent Dill calling out bullshit about people making bullshit claims and or hoaxing or stealing evidence or whatever it is. And then she was also talking Paranormal Roundtable channel, which he talks about a lot of stuff. He talks a lot of Dogman and stuff, and I think Dogman is just bullshit. The only way I could see Dogman being anything potentially a real thing in any way is if it's a spiritual thing, and there's no evidence for that though. But that's the only way I see any way of it working. It's something a little bit beyond our normal physical reality that we have the tools to interact with it under most circumstances. So anyway, but she has a big problem with Paranormal Roundtable, which is Josh Turner. Brent Dill's channel, he's the Tall Ones is the name of his channel. So if you see the Tall Ones in the chat, that's Brent Dill. That's who she's attacking here, Brent Dill. In this segment, Tim Boy says Mr. Lee or Mogs is Mr. Lee's web daddy. AI parody on the videos. I use the AI Vault voice, says Volta BS. Yeah, it's pretty damn close. It's funny as hell.
I think I did say that. I'm pretty sure I said that. And if you're not sure, Brent, again, I don't know. Maybe you're being triggered. That's a word you love to use. Oh, you're triggered right now. LOL. I've seen those comments you make to people's, anytime somebody tries to have a conversation with you, Brent, that's what you do. You always say, oh, you're being triggered right now. There's two things that you lean very heavy on. Oh, you're being triggered. Oh, it's terrible that you're being triggered. Or the other one is, oh, you're biased because you don't want to hear the truth because they're your friend. Caught. That is you being caught up in your own words. It's the pot calling the kettle black. Brent, I think you're a little triggered. Let's look at message number 3. That's the next screenshot. So the rest of his little message. Okay. All right. So Brent says, and you're saying it publicly when it didn't happen. I don't like Lori, but don't bring her and her marriage into it. Well, interesting that you say that, Brent. If she was hoaxing, was her husband also hoaxing? Was her husband a part of said hoaxing? Because we know the hoaxing happened, right? There's nothing that's been confirmed, right? Even you confirmed it. You're saying that she hoaxed. Okay. I doubt that she did that elaborate hoax by herself, right? So was her husband a part of that hoaxing, Brent? You always talk about Lori, but you never talk about her husband. I don't know, everyone. That's something to think about. Who was her husband, Brent? I'll let everybody's mind wander on that. And if anyone in the chat knows who's Lori's husband was, throw it out there. Okay. Then he says at the end, I'm the father of 2 girls. This is getting out of hand. Oh, Brent. See, then the narcissist is trying to spin it around to make me feel bad for what they do. Yeah, because that's not happening. Brent, if you're the father of 2 girls, that's your problem, not mine. I raised my kids. If you're worried about your kids seeing things, people having negative reactions to the negative things that you say and do, then I have a feeling that at the end of the day, that's your problem, not my problem. That's a you problem, not a non-boss problem. Okay? Be a better, think about it for a second, Brent, for just a second. I don't know. Be a better role model. Why don't you cheat? That's all I can tell you. You need to worry about your own kids. I'm not going to sit here and feel bad for having my own opinions about what you say and what you do and how you target people on your channel. I'm sorry. You're putting it out there publicly for everybody to see. I'm allowed to have commentary on what it is you do on your channel because you got it out there.
Yeah, you can, but he's allowed to respond, and you calling into question his ability to be a good father there is why you got the response you did from Brent Dill. Maybe you should have. And she kind of cut herself off at first. She knew she was stepping just a little bit too far, but she couldn't help it. She went ahead and did it anyway. Mr. Lee says, Donald, put your clip up of Moog's look-alike for Timmy Boy. It's hilarious. Voltabia says, Nana Boss had no idea who her husband was, and she was wrong about this. Damn, Mr. Lee, where is that? Yeah, I remember that. Who put that up before? I can't remember. Wolf Killer says, thank you. I'll have to look for more information on some of these channels, but I did see a video about the Tall One's Dark. He was talking about the cameraman or something. Yeah, that's his other channel, the Tall One's Dark. So he tries to keep things logical. He usually he's a pretty calm person generally. And so there's few YouTube channels that you could start off with that would be better. So is that on that channel? I don't know.
Okay. You're going to put it out there, then you better be ready. Just like me, if I put something out, I better be ready for what comes after it. But you don't think anybody should have anything to say about what you do, right?
No.
If you're worried about your kids, I never said a word about your kids. Not once. Not once. You brought this up. Not. Me. I never said anything.
He didn't. Let me check the chat real quick. He didn't say you brought up his kids. So why are you acting like he did? Donald, you must find out. I sure Mogs did laugh.
To you about anything, about anybody's kids and family. As a matter of fact, I started out the show talking about how the people in the community that were doing low blows, talking about people's family and targeting people's kids and wives and mothers and all of that. Okay. And I talked about how disgusting it was. I never once ever went there. Not with you.
But you did say that people, you did say what you just restated it, that people are targeting people's kids and family. Like who? It certainly isn't Brent. It certainly isn't Brent. So who are you talking about?
You, not with anybody.
I know it's supposed to be PRT, but at what point did he target anyone's kids? I really doubt Josh Turner ever targeted people's kids. That's fucking ridiculous.
Even with people who have been doing it out there, anybody who does that should be ashamed of themselves. But you're not going to send me a message and be like, oh, some gaslighting message where I'm supposed to now feel sorry for you and your kids. I don't, Brent. If you really, really, really do want to do something. Oh, Lock select Lori and Adam. Adam. What was Adam? Oh, wait a minute. Are we Luck select? Wait, Adam Davies? Was Adam Davies her husband? Oh, okay. All right. I met Adam Davies. The Blondes and Booze introduced Adam Davies to me. Interesting. So I can't see how he wouldn't have known that Lori was hoaxing. So was he a part of the hoax? I don't know. These are questions I'm just having. I'm finding that super weird. Huh. It is Davies. It was Adam Davies. Okay. Huh. I don't know, Brent. Why haven't you? Adam Davies is a pretty well-known guy in the community. He's even in documentaries all the time. Brent, why haven't you done a hit piece on him then? If he had to have known about it, Brent. He had to have known. There's no way that particular hoax and how that hoax went down, that in particular hoax, she could have done it by herself. She couldn't have. No way. So was he a part of it? But yet Brent's not done a hit piece on Adam Davies. That's really interesting. That's a lot to process. Wow. Now, again, this is all alleged because I don't know. I'm just connecting dots right now. Well, Jean, remember, Lori, what is it? What did he say her name? Lori Simmons, whatever. She's the one that hoaxed Brent. She's the one. If you guys look up the Bigfoot tree or something like that, I think, right? Lux Select, if you can remember, what was it? It was like the entire hoax was called something like the Bigfoot tree. And it was basically that there was some tree. There was like a tree that supposedly a Bigfoot lived under this tree and you could hear this Bigfoot knocking. Jean, the hoax is that there was no, somehow she rigged up this tree to do this knocking or something. The Ravens Outpost, look who it is. It is Lee McNew. Hi, Lee. So yeah, there's a lot. If you guys just go to YouTube and then Google like the Bigfoot tree hoax or something like that, or the Bigfoot tree with knocks, or I don't know, something like that, you'll find videos on it. But yeah,
Grasshopper says Brent did say that Adam Davies did pump up the Bigfoot tree in his own videos or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what all Brent said about Adam Davies or hasn't said. I mean, and I don't think that Nona Boss knows everything that Brent's ever addressed either. But it's funny how she was the way she's doing now about this. Oh, it's about, it is the way she was talking about Brent, saying Brent does that earlier. Everything's projection with these people. Everything. It's funny. I'm not expressing it very well, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, I think. Wolf Killer says, do you guys recommend a good channel that doesn't make up misinformation? This one. This one. Squatching Cowboy, he doesn't do live streams typically, but he does put out some videos and goes out in the woods and just sees what's up, and he's not trying to make up any bullshit. He that's like his slogan over there. No bullshit, or no BS. Search for Bigfoot. And of course, Brent Dill's the tall ones. He's trying to keep everything logical and real. Sasquatch Secrets, Nikki, she tries to keep things real. She's kind of on the thing of exposing hoaxers or talking to hoaxers, she don't talk to hoaxers very often, but she has done it. It's kind of weird to have what's his nuts, I forget that guy's name, multiple hoaxer. This dude is so full of shit. Adam Davies Adam Davies was also part of the Dr. Johnson portal hoaxes. Yeah, Dr. Matthew Johnson. Oh man, that's a bad one. Total bullshit. Tim Boy says it's according to what you consider misinformation. Mr. Lee says Wolf Killer, I like Mountain Beast Mysteries. Yeah, but can we truly trust Mountain Beast Mysteries?
Still, that's interesting because I don't see how she could have done that without her husband knowing about it. That was a very elaborate hoax. But that's the hoax that got Brent all butthurt in the first place, that made him start going around everywhere saying everybody else is a hoaxer and doing hit pieces on people and saying that they're hoaxers. That's pretty much what that was about.
Maybe he just recognized how easy it can be to hoax people. Intelligent people can be hoaxed, can be mistaken about what they've seen. And people need to recognize that and don't, don't let your pride and your ego get you all messed up over it. Just accept that, yeah, sometimes you can be fooled no matter how smart you are and no matter how careful you are. And every time it happens to you, you get a little better of being able to spot this stuff. So what's your problem here? So yeah, he was hoaxed, but now he knows, and now he's better able to identify hoaxers.
Wow, Brent. I don't know. That's a big revelation, honestly. Well, the Bigfoot tree. Yep, Brian, that's what it was. See, Pyromedic. I love you. Because Pyromedic, let me tell you something. Pyromedic is the man. He's been around a really long time. He knows. Jean, she had everyone, including Brent, believing there were Bigfoot living under this tree that would sway and the roots would pop up. Yeah. So how did she do that by herself?
Probably didn't do it at all. This is a normal phenomena in the woods. Anyone that spends enough time in the woods will probably eventually notice this if they pay attention to the details. The reality is that some people aren't they're about half oblivious to what's going on around them most of the time, and they might not ever notice something like this. But a lot of times that you'll have a situation like that when the wind's blowing the tree moves up here, and then the roots will come up over here and lift up a little bit. It's just something that happens. People too often think that the ground is just a solid thing and it doesn't move, and there's a lot going on down there. Like up where I used to live, people would say, "Oh, this place grows rocks because rocks will appear in your yard." Well, because you think you walk out there and those rocks that are down in the dirt under the grass are just going to stay there, and that's not the case. All kinds of activities going on in the ground that could cause a rock to pop up. For example, if a root grows up under a rock, that rock's kind of lodged in there amongst the other rocks in the ground, but that root keeps putting more and more pressure on it. And one day the pressure is enough that rock pops loose and comes plumb out of the ground. Sometimes it's animals do it, digging stuff up, and you may not be able to tell where they dug it out at, but it's somewhere in your grass. But the ground is a little more mobile than you might think. You might see in some hillsides where, someone put a fence in a hillside, and that hillside's slowly creeping. And so that fence will go like that. Every fence post will turn and go and lay down because the ground is moving, and the more shallow layers are moving faster than the deeper layers. So that whole fence will just lay down.
I don't know. I just can't see how she could have done that by herself. Well, guys, look, this is just typical narcissistic behavior. It just is. This is how they operate.
Typical narcissistic behavior.
Expected this from Brent. I knew he was going to do it because that's what he does to everybody. Anytime anybody's channel comes out and says, this is about Brent, or what Brent said on his channel, his hit piece about me wasn't true, that these are the things that he does. He will send you a message because remember, he doesn't want anything. He wants everything in writing so he can turn around and screenshot it and throw it up on his channel and then spin whatever narrative, make you look like you're trying to defend yourself. And if you try to defend yourself, he says, oh.
Wow, you just took his messages, his writing, and threw it up on your channel and spun it.
Oh, they must be, there's something that they're hiding, that they have to defend themselves. They're feeling guilty. I've seen him do it. Not once, not twice, not even 10 times. Probably, I don't even know how many times. 50,000 times. Okay. Red Creek Mafia on his channel. Brent wanted to go over there. He wanted to have this conversation. The guy gave him the platform to have this conversation. And then he went over there and acted like a total, complete, indignant little brat. And he was condescending, and he was very, very not humble. Okay. Brent.
That is not an accurate assessment of what happened there. You just didn't like what he had to say, and you're blowing it out of proportion. You really are. Grasshopper says you can't trust any channel. You have to do your own research. Jojo says snakes are fed. JoJo likes snakes. I used to keep a lot of snakes. I don't keep any snakes anymore, but my lifestyle is not conducive to keeping snakes. I know there's that girl on YouTube who lives the van life too, and she has a pet snake in the van. The reality is I'm not comfortable trying to, it's really hard to maintain reasonable temperatures in a van if you don't got a bunch of money for the right kind of system to put in for climate control. I ain't got no climate control in here. None. If it's hot outside, it's hot as hell in the van. If it's cold outside, it's cold in the van. End of story. And so I can't keep a snake under those conditions. And besides, I'm not comfortable with keeping snakes in a cage that would be small enough to fit the cramped conditions of a van anyway. So I just don't keep snakes anymore. I'd rather them be free myself and call it good. I never kept non-native snakes except for one. And the only reason I kept that one was because somebody else had it and didn't want it anymore and it needed to be adopted. So I took that snake. But feed them frozen mice. Some people do. I always preferred to feed them live. I like to keep the snake very well prepared and able to feed on its own. So that if you release it into the wild, it's still able to kill its own prey and stuff like that. So I never did do frozen mice or anything like that. For those people that are raising snakes, if you are raising your own mice and rats, switch to gerbils. Learn about gerbils though. There's some important shit you need to know before you get into gerbils. And I'd be happy to talk about that on here some more. I think I've talked about it a little bit in the past. But you definitely want, and gerbils cost more to buy than mice and rat. Well, yeah, more than mice. They're a little bigger than a typical mouse and smaller than a typical rat. But anyway, it's a whole nother subject for another time. Timboy says, damn, JoJo, how many you got? Grasshopper says, too many new podcasts. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants to be famous now. Yeah, they need to all go away. I'm the only one. Dara says, 5-day-old accounts tell me there's a mole in this chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a few. You know where it is, Mr. Lee, says Donald. Deborah says, good night, everyone. I have to watch this tomorrow. It's really late here in the UK. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping to wrap her up pretty quick. We got, I don't know, I think about 10 minutes left of her live stream here that we're going to listen to. Okay, thank you for the advice, he says to Grasshopper. Email me it twice. Good night, Deborah. What you keep, JoJo? It's the only chance of getting it. I saved it on a computer that quit working. Down to 2 royals, just over a year old. Green tree boa for a few years. Cool animals to keep. Fist is here. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Late to the party. Yeah. JoJo says, Lock, come to the UK. Illegal to feed live here in the UK. Are you fucking serious? That has got to be the most absolutely ridiculous shit I have ever heard. That is fucking dumb. Snakes are supposed to eat live prey. It's the best way to go about it, especially if you want to keep them. Because if a snake's used to eating pre-killed, frozen, if you put a live one in there, it's going to have a hard time. A lot of times it could get injured. And, damn rat's probably not going to kill the snake, especially if you're watching and making sure shit don't get too wild. I have had a situation here and there where I had to reach in there and thump the back of the head of a mouse. And if you've had a lot of snakes and you've been in this situation and you fed live, you probably got a good thump. You knock that thing out cold. It might twitch a little bit, but thump it in the back of the head. If it's biting the snake, because that happens sometimes. But if a snake is kept in practice, it you feed it live regularly, then it just stays in practice, and it usually gets a good bite and a good bite and wrap, and everything goes smoothly for the most part. But yeah. If I did live in the UK, I would feed live anyway. Just get some. I would get gerbils. There's reasons for that, but you got to know about gerbils. You can't just throw them in a fucking cage like mice and everything. It's a whole thing. But there's benefits to gerbils. Although you probably don't want to put them in the house. I think I've told that story before about how that ended up badly for me. Really shouldn't keep any kind of rodents in your house if you got a whole bunch of them, right? You really need a shed out back or something to do that properly, because there's the chances of disease is just too much. So rodents are nasty animals, but gerbils are better than mice and rats. Big Chief or some street racing in the 405. No, this is just a town with a lot of country boys with trucks that like to rev and run hot down the streets and all that good stuff. Mr. Lee says, Donald, check your email. I just sent it to you. I can't copy the link from YouTube. Donald says, you afraid to post yourself, Mr. Lee? Odd hours. Unless it's to save the snake's life. Yes, unless it's to save the snake's life. What? Keep saying Lockbeard can stay with me. Yeah, man. Look, a nation that makes it illegal to feed your pet snakes live food, what they're naturally supposed to eat, I don't think I want to come there. It's okay. They'll probably throw me in jail. I probably put a meme up that I'm probably on the most wanted list in the UK. I mean, come on, seriously. The law over there has got some crazy shit going on. Not that we're not crazy over here, but people misgendering someone in the UK, you could be in deep shit. Is it chicken? Mr. Lee's chicken. Can't post it through Gmail. Dog bed. I'd have to sleep in the dog bed. No one calls Lee a chicken, says Brian and Chewy. Jojo says, I've had gerbils and jerds. Yeah, because I raised gerbils. The purpose of having the gerbils was to raise them to feed my snakes. Called worse. Mogs when he's tempting Stevie B, and Mr. Lee is a wussy. Brian Chewy says, left my ass. I was quoting Back to the Future mixed with your name, and I'm not surprised, Lee, man. You can only feed live to save a snake. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Feeding live, in my opinion, feeding live prey to snakes should be the standard. Because that's what nature intended. The snake needs to be kept. Its skill of killing needs to be kept tip top, right? And by making it always be able to kill, and it's probably healthier anyway. I'd almost be certain that live prey is probably the best way to kill a snake, or the healthiest way to feed the snake, because it's what it's supposed to do in nature. Jojo says, over in the USA you could get shot. What? What do you mean you could get shot? Donald. Oh shit, Donald. Hilarious, Mr. Lee. All right.
I'm sorry. You need to humble yourself. You need to do some self-checking, dude. Like you do. You need to look inside your inner self and you need to do some work on yourself, dude. I'm saying. It's my opinion, obviously. You do. You need to be the one who does the work on yourself so that you stop attacking all these other people. Okay? So, you know, if people want to come here and they're looking for drama, I'm not giving it to them. This is the last time.
Bullshit. You created a whole Rumble channel for drama. You're so full of shit.
Now, Brent, I just saw you come in. And if you are an idiot, the mods will take care of you. Donald, you know how it goes here. Oh, no, I'm not doing drama. Oh, no, Brent, I'm not doing drama. You know what I'm doing? I'm exposing you people for what you are. There's a very big difference. I was being honest with people. And that's apparently what people want is honesty. Because you know why? I'm telling you, Brent, I've got a lot of people that have been reaching out to me. They're done. They are done with the lies that they're being told. Okay? They're done. Now, the reason that I did this and I brought this up is because, Brent, I'm not allowing you to spin the narrative. It's not happening. You're not getting the opportunity to do it. Not where I'm concerned, you're not. Thank you, mods. So that's the reason we're having this conversation right now, is because I'm not allowing him to take over the narrative. Because if I had done either which way I played it, if I had responded to him, he would have spun it around. If I hadn't responded to him, he would have spun it around. So I said, you know what? We're just going to go on and we're going to show everybody these messages that I got just within the last couple of hours. And I am going to be transparent and show everybody this is exactly how a narcissist operates. And this is why I did not respond to Brent, and I will not respond to Brent. Brent now has been blocked. I don't want anything to do with Brent, because in my mind, what's going to happen? Brent himself is going to cancel his own self with his own behavior. That's what's going to happen, because he's going to continue to try to do hit pieces on people. And we're tired of it. All of us are tired. We're sick and tired of it. You know, we're tired. We're done being messed with in this community by people like Brent, because he doesn't care. It's not like he says, oh, you know, I think this person might be a hoaxer. I'm going to reach out to that person and go, hey, man, I'm not understanding what's going on. Can you explain anything to me? He doesn't do that. He just, he gets like, his dog ear goes up for some reason about somebody. And then boom, they're a hoaxer and I'm going to do a hit piece on them. And then he proceeds to go out there and go, oh, yeah, this person's a hoaxer. And then he shreds them. And all of us we all are supposed to sit back and go, oh, Brent knows. Brent's been around, or so he says. And we're supposed to believe it. Well, you know what? We don't have to believe it anymore. He's done hit pieces on people that didn't deserve it. Now, mind you, he has done some hit pieces on people who did deserve it too. Again, all I'm saying is, if you're going to do those things on your channel, Brent, if you're going to put this stuff out, then you better stop getting triggered. You're always saying everybody else is getting triggered. I think you keep getting triggered. This is why you keep going after people that don't even deserve it. Now, he has stolen enough of my time, my precious time, 35 minutes that I will never get back. So we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. And I just wanted to be open, honest, transparent. And I was not going to allow this narcissist to get the reaction that he wanted. Nope. I don't work like that. I don't operate like that. So please remember, guys, I will be doing the Not a Boss rants over on Rumble. I will let you guys know when that is starting. I'm hoping in the next week or so, I'll be doing another Sassy Boss rant on Rumble, probably sometime next week. I want to line up a little bit of information and possibly get a couple of people that might want to come on. And we're gonna start exposing these people in the community, like Brent. But we're gonna be doing it over on Rumble. We're gonna be doing it over there. All right. So I will be, probably later in the week. I don't know when. Keep those notification bells turned on. I don't know when I'm going to be doing another episode, but I do have an interview with someone coming up soon. So please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enjoy the rest of your holiday, everybody. Oh, did my mouse just die? Oh, my mouse did just die. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. And everybody, please remember, do not forget to spread love and kindness wherever you go. Love and kindness wherever you go.
Oh, yeah, that was a live stream full of love and kindness. Can't find her on Rumble. Well, so I searched for Sassy Boss on Rumble, and I come up with two channels that don't have anything on them. Like here's one called Sassy Boss Lady Wilson. There's nothing on it, no videos. And then here's one called Sassy Boss Gal. No videos. YouTube search though, or I'm sorry, Rumble's search is very finicky. Like if I search for Sassy Boss, maybe it'll with a capital B. Well, it came up with this one. Rants. It's not working. Okay, Sassy Boss Rants. Search for that. Yeah, Sassy Boss Rants comes up with no results. So I don't know. Maybe she put it under Nona Boss. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. Oh, wait a minute. It's under. Okay, she's got. Looks like she's got 3. Okay, we got it now. Got to search for Nona Boss. We got 3 different ones, it looks like. 34 followers, 8 followers, 6 followers. So one's the Nona Boss, one word. One's the Nona Boss Continuum. That one's probably old because she's lost the she's taken off the Continuum. And then this one's just Nona Boss without the. No videos on that one. Let's get rid of that. Let's see. Looks like she's got all her stuff over on this channel, the Nona Boss. And Nona Boss Continuum has nothing on it. So that looks like that's the active channel, I guess, on Rumble. Hold on a second. I didn't. Let me bring it up. I didn't bring it up. There we go. There's her active channel on Rumble, I guess. Or at least semi-active. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see what the lives look like. No, there's no lives. It's not that active because it looks like the most recent video is 4 months old. I'm thinking she hasn't gone through with her. Either I haven't found it or she hasn't gone through with it yet and made the channel. Team Boy will be redone in my shorts. Well, I have to go. Thank you for the information. I might stop by for some other time when I can. Thank you. Thank you, Wolf Killer. See you later. Not a bit of honesty from her. 0. Mr. Lee says, I'm sure Mogs will see the humor in it. It's his doppelganger. Hold on. I'll pull it up here in a second. I got to go over to YouTube. Hold on. I got to zoom back out because it won't let me scroll the chat over here. It will not let me scroll the chat. Hold on. We are done in this community. Yeah, we're done. Won't when I do it. He won't when I do it. Mr. Lee, he won't when I do what? Mogs won't see the humor in it if you do it. Fist, I agree, says Timmy Boy. Fist says, what a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Sure of it. She don't even make sense, the F-tard. Donald, you meant retard. Yeah, he did. Sasquatch Secrets. Nikki says it's just under the Nona Boss. Yeah. The Nona Boss. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Sorry I had to go help Dad, says Raptor. Fuck turd. Seen all those. No Rants channel. much have I missed in chat? Everything, of course. Mr. Lee says everything. How bad was it? Fist says, imagine that voice in your face every day. Fuck. Team Boy says, that bitch crazy, Raptor. She isn't relevant enough to bother with Rumble. Her voice is torture. Sounds like Fran Dresser. Hold on a second. I don't know if I'm gonna get hit. Am I gonna get hit for this music? Who did she busted on? What? Mainly Brent, man. She got a big old rigid one for Brent, man. Miss Lee says, "No, boss has nothing against me, though. I don't know why she would mention me, anyways. Did she mention you? I don't remember. Did she mention you at all? I don't remember her mentioning you. Stupid thing. I can't properly zoom in on a freaking short. I don't know if I'm going to get hit for this. She did mention you. I guess I forgot. I guess I just forgot Mr. Lee. It's Moog's doppelganger. Yeah. His long lost brother or daddy or son or something. Team Boy says, I'm sure it was out of love, Mr. Lee. Yeah. Yep. Could definitely be related to Moogs. Look at them hips sway. Oh, shit. Johnny Fever wannabe. Mr. Lee says, Raptor crazy. It's Moogs. Yeah, Raptor, everybody thinks that this looks like someone that is closely related to Moogs. Grasshopper says, that's damned embarrassing. No, I'm sure this fella is very proud of his dancing technique.
And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser take.
I hate the way the sport works. I hate it. I don't know if I'm going to get hit for this or not. It's damned embarrassing, says Graz. Damned embarrassing. No, it's not him, but everybody says it looks very similar to him. Uncle Bone says, Fist, old, I remember. Johnny Fever wannabe comment. Donald says Stevie B must be like them moves. Brother Crazy, yes. Yeah, bones shaking. Donald Fuller says, "What the fuck?" Yep, probably a close relative. Grasshopper says, "Better stop or you'll lose hours of recording." Not well. I won't. Well, they'd let me probably clip it out, you know. And technically, I got it recorded over. It's recorded on StreamYard, which because I went ahead and upgraded so I could do, because I'm on my 4th live stream this week, and I wasn't going to be able to do all that unless I upgraded, because I'd run out of time. Because you're trying on the free plan, you're limited on how many hours you got. So I went ahead and upgraded, and so with the upgrade, I got it's got copies of all these live streams, so I could always download it and remove the offending music and then re-upload it, which all sucks and stupid and takes time. But or I could just throw it over on Rumble and and not be a problem. But I think we're good though. I think it's okay. It's Donald says, "Wait till the short I make." If you can't laugh at yourself, says Mr. Lee. Timmy Boy says, "A lot of people can't, Mr. Lee." Raptor says, "You guys are cracking me up right now." Jojo says, "I'm off to bed, guys. Night. All sweet dreams." You too, Jojo. Probably going to wrap her up here pretty quick. Sonny Bono is alive and well, says Fist. Perfect Raptor. Laugh, though. Good night. Yeah, good night, Jojo. So on that video, hold on a second. On this, or not this. This on the cat thing.
I like to fuck my cat.
All right, so I don't know. There's no option for me to download it back off of StreamYard that I can see. And then also, I must have deleted all my video clips like that off my computer because I can't find it. So, I'm guessing because it come out of a that clip came out of a Mr. Plinkett's video, which they're pretty long. So, and I don't remember which one it came out of. But that's where I screen recorded it out of. So, but don't need to remember which one it came out of because it's on here. So probably, do you have the ability to screen record stuff? Like maybe you could screen record it right off of the live stream, or after the live stream or something. I mean, I can do it too, though. I don't know. It might be because I don't know what kind of, if you're using a phone, it might be a problem. I can do it pretty easily. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll just screen record it right off the live stream and then send it to you. Great weekend. What's going on? Maybe a little AI Mogs. Mr. Lee says, "Where is me and Tom Lockbeard?" Wait. I thought you didn't want to be associated with Tom Cruise. Mr. Lee. That's a Mr. Lee with Tom Cruise. Changes the Volt's voice. Rep says, "Good to see you all. You glad everybody's okay? Be safe. Been a while. Uncle Bones too. Everything good, I hope," says Timmy Boy. Just play it, no talk. Later Raptor. Tom Cruise says, Lockbeard, I will sue you. Bring it. Bring it, Tom Cruise. Bring it. Or better yet, just go make another good movie. You do some pretty good movies, so go make another good movie.
Fuck, you're old.
I wish to return to our old ways.
Man, that was some good Dune. That was that clip. That clip there come from the end of the Children of Dune miniseries that Sci-Fi Channel did. They did pretty good. I like who they picked for Stilgar a lot better than I like the Stilgar from the Dune miniseries that they did before that. Anyway, and I haven't seen the new Dune movies. I don't know if I ever will get a chance to like really just actually watch them. I've seen lots of clips and stuff, and I've seen a lot of reviews of it, and pretty much got the gist of what they did with the movies. But I'm not really liking too much of what I'm seeing. So I really liked the casting of many of the characters in the Children of Dune miniseries. I'm not sure how I feel about Paul Muad'Dib, but I think I would have gone with a different actor, and I'm not sure who. I just not sure I liked him. But McAvoy as his son and the actress for his daughter, I thought were good. Cheney was fine, but she, like again, she doesn't look exactly the way the book described. But that's not that big of a deal, I don't guess. But in the Children of Doom miniseries, well, any on-screen adaptation hasn't been, accurate in that regard. But like I said, I like that particular Stilgar. And who else I like? I like the Baron Harkonnen choice. I like that. I did not like if you remember the movie from the 80s, he was all nasty and slobbering all over himself and had these big pustules and stuff. I really don't like all that gross stuff. They left that out of the Dune and Children of Dune miniseries on the Sci-Fi channels. And I'm glad. Sting was fine as Fade, I guess, in the movie. The actor for Fade in the miniseries, he was fine too. He was okay. But yeah. This release says, guess what? No lie, they are making movie Titanic 2. I can't believe it. Are you gotta be kidding me. How can you make a Titanic 2? The damn boat sunk. Are they making a new boat? They must be. I don't know. Mr. Lee says McAvoy is a good actor. Yeah. I've liked him in pretty much everything I've seen him in. It's James though, not John. James. Donald says, got to get Joe's story from the Edmund Fitzgerald done. Yeah. Timboy says they raise it and it sinks on its way back to port. Donald, keep up here. Oh, shit. Gotta be kidding me. Yeah, some stories just aren't conducive to a sequel. They just aren't. So hopefully I'm free to do a live stream when the eclipse happens, the day of the eclipse. But I don't know if things are gonna, like, this town, like they're acting like there's gonna be a whole bunch of people here. So I don't know. Normally I would probably be at the library on that day, and the library is going to be closed. And I'm thinking, wouldn't you want to, like, why? It don't make any sense to close the library because there's more people in town. Hell, you're going to have more people who want to use the library, I would think, that day. Maybe they want to come and charge up their phones or their, in my case, laptop and my battery backup and all that stuff. That's the only way I'm able to charge everything. Well, it's not the only way. I got multiple ways of charging my stuff now. It just takes so freaking long to get everything charged up. And I got to spend too much time in places like the library and McDonald's or whatnot. But they're going to close the library that day. So I'm like, fuck, now I got to go down to McDonald's to charge up. It's stupid. I don't want to go down there. Sold the trailer. Yes, it's true. Titanic 2. That's crazy. Maybe. No, well, no, yeah, tomorrow I am. Yeah, you talking about tomorrow? Yes, I am working tomorrow. I can't do a live tomorrow. Tim Boy says most of the time they totally screw up part 2, but I feel like this is a can't miss. Oh man. Yeah. I don't even want to know. How do you have a Titanic 2? That's ridiculous. The boat sunk. Story's over permanently. It's dumb. Donald says, I hear it's the best here. It's best here. Well, break out your welding shades. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they're expecting a whole bunch of people to come to town trying to see the eclipse. I'm sure towns all through the whole corridor that the eclipse is going to hit probably having the same thing though. Yep. So that ought to be cool. I don't got the other, that shorter clip. Otherwise, I probably would have gone ahead and showed it. That's the short 9-minute clip you guys have been talking about. That for some reason Raptor's heavily fixated on that clip. I don't know why. There's plenty of meat to this one that we just watched, and the 2.5 hour one that we watched over the first part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I don't know. Team Boy says maybe it's about that sub, the sub that imploded. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was so freaking stupid. So freaking stupid. We already addressed that. If anybody wants to see the live stream where we talked about that, that's over on Rumble. It's one of my LOCKBEARD Random Live. Thanks, Donald. Yep. But we probably done enough on the real life Dolores Umbridge. Donald says Nikki will give it. Yeah, I think she said she had it and would email it or something, maybe. If it pops up and I get access to it somewhere, then it's only 9 minutes. We can look at it in any live stream, really. Don't need to continue this assault on your senses of this real life Dolores Umbridge series we just did. No, not a part 6, Mr. Lee. I think we've done enough. I think we've done enough.
Here's $50.
Mm-hmm.
You're not making any sense at all.
Yeah. Oh, we can't leave Jessica out. We talked about
So
Jessica.
like a tasty teenage boy.
She likes them tasty teenage boys.
Jesus Christ! Oh, can we try the big silver one again?
Oh, South Park ain't right.
Butt scratcher?
No, Peter.
Butt scratcher?
Peter, no.
Butt scratcher?
No.
Butt scratcher.
Oops. Have no friends. Tim Boy says, I have no friends. Please, part 6. Yeah, we'll just be, do another live stream whenever day I can. As you may have noticed, I can't reliably do Saturday nights anymore. And probably most of the time can't do Saturday nights. So it'll just be different nights. Donald says, I'm sure she will give another train wreck. She probably will. Mr. Lee says, None Boss probably has some more subscribers because of you. Probably does. I expect a thank you note. Brian Chewy says, yes, it's going to be officially a saga. Yeah. Timmy Boy says, South Park is a national treasure. Yeah. Well, every problem known to man has probably been solved on either South Park or Star Trek. Oh, best in Star Wars? What? Best saga in Star Wars? R2D2's here. Beep beep. He's like, what the hell are you talking about Star Trek? What about Star Trek and Star Wars are two totally different things. They're not really the same. So it's funny to me that there's a rivalry amongst some people between the two. They're two totally different things. I like them both. It's no problem with people liking them both. Yep. Every once in a great while, I pull up on YouTube this. If you like vampire stuff, like vampire movies or vampire TV shows, there was this show. I thought it had some potential. It was kind of, it has a goofy 90s feel. It came out in 96. Called Kindred the Embraced. And I kind of liked it. I think it has potential. Like it could be reworked. Like it definitely needs to be. It definitely needs to be reworked. If anything, like it's fine. Like it's only like 8 episodes or so because it didn't last long, which sucks because I thought it was a pretty cool. Some pretty cool ideas to it. And I'll probably put it in a playlist. Hold on a second. I'm trying to pull it up. I'll probably put the playlist on my channel, but somebody has the playlist over here on this channel, Nelson Templar. It's got the whole series is right here on YouTube. Anyway, so So it's called Kindred the Embraced. It's and it unfortunately, as you see here, it says the extended cut. So the first and second episode, like when you're watching this, don't get confused. Just go ahead and watch it through if you're going to watch them, because you're going to see some scenes in episode 2 that are the same as some scenes you saw in episode 1. And that's just because they got this other cut going on where it's got some of the stuff is repeated, but they are 2 separate episodes. It's just that it's all jacked up. But you'll sort it out when you watch it, though. It just don't get confused when they have that same scene or a couple of the same scenes in both the first episode and the second episode on this playlist. That's all. It's just some messed up in the cut. But I liked it when it came out. It was a pretty cool show. Hold on a second. That wasn't even on the screen. There it is. Supposedly, like, the main character is this cop here, but and he's got a hard on for the vampire leader, Julian Luna. So he starts out, he's trying to go after Julian Luna, but he keeps ending up kind of working with Julian Luna to sort out like bad vampires, basically, who are breaking the laws. The vampires have their own laws, and they're not allowed to kill people. They're not supposed to kill humans because it draws attention to them. And they call it the masquerade, where they're basically pretend to be humans, and they don't want humans to realize they exist. And it's against the rules to let humans know that vampires exist, and they're supposed to keep it covered up. But this cop, he kind of figures things out, and he keeps trying to tell people. It's just, he's got this. It's kind of, his acting's kind of suck, but the director could have fixed that. But anyway, this whole series, you could probably like try to like kind of halfway get rid of this cop entirely and just focus on Julian Luna as the main character. And but I don't know. Maybe it needed some more work on the writing or whatnot. But the series never really got a good chance. And so you have these different clans, different kind of bloodlines amongst the vampires, and some of them are fighting each other, and different ones have different kind of quirks about them. Like Julian Luna's clan, the Ventru, are kind of into business and bankers and all that stuff. So it, and then some of them are like, another clan is kind of artists and stuff, and they have these different aspects to them. The Nosferatu clan, they don't look normal, so they kind of have to hide, because they get this different look about them when they get embraced or turned into a vampire. If you become a Nosferatu clan, you look different enough from humans that you kind of got to hide from the world. But anyway, I thought it was a pretty cool series, and it's on YouTube. So if you ever looking for a little vampire fix, and it's 90s stuff, so just accept it, and maybe you can get a vampire story fix. True Blood was fantastic, says Mr. Lee. Donald says, anyone know a good audio sampling app? I don't know. Need reverb, like Sunday. Trackway might know, says Brian Chewy. Donald says, Brian gotta be for a phone. Tim Boy says, wasn't Kindred Embrace kind of the base for the originals? Brian Chewy says, he might. He has been posting and analyzing, and I think he honestly uses his phone, but not certain. Do a short for a slot car channel. Brian Chewy says, yeah, I watched what you sent. I'm not sure how. Mr. Lee says, Kindred the Embrace, they have all been remastered. Looks okay. I will check it out. Have they been remastered? I don't know. It looks the same as I remember. Other than this first episode is some kind of extended cut that unfortunately has some of the scenes are in the first episode and the second episode. So it kind of, throws you off for a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Anyway, I think a remake of the whole thing is probably could turn out pretty cool with the right writer. It was it was based on a role-playing game called Vampire the Masquerade. But yeah, so the word masquerade they use in the series. That's what they call it. The masquerade is the vampires are pretending to be human, so humans don't know vampires exist, and it's illegal to break the masquerade. To reveal the existence of vampires to humans is illegal, so you don't break the masquerade. And so I think it's a story idea that has a lot of potential if it was developed better and remade. Make a new series. Whoever owns this, I don't know who owns it. You need me to write a new series, a rebooted Kindred the Embrace. See if I can find out who owns it. I don't know who owns it. John Leak, is it? I don't know. Anyway. I thought it was a cool TV show. It's unfortunate when pretty cool TV shows come along and they always get shut down on me. We talked about some of those in the past, like Firefly. Firefly was one of the best science fiction TV shows of all time, and it got canceled after the first season. At least they made a movie to kind of cap it off, but it got canceled after the first season. That was stupid. Very stupid. Dawn says, yeah, Brian, I have to do that for Monday. Because she could help you. Tried using multiple recordings and spreading them by the 10th of a second. All right. Well, we've gone too long. We're over 3 hours. Let's get the heck out of here. Thank you all for hanging out. Maybe next time we'll not be dealing with Miss Umbridge here. So have a good Friday night. Have a good Friday. Have a happy Easter. Try not to eat the Easter bunny. Timmy Boy says later, guys. Good show, Lock. Thank you, Timmy Boy. Thanks for coming. You too, Mr. Lee. I'll see y'all next time.